emerging. Your boy emerging.
My words surfacing, nigga, I got a different purpose. Different purpose. My words surfacing, nigga, I got a different purpose.
Yeah. I started with $1 in a dream, yeah. I made plays, had to squat up with my team, yeah.
We are the victims of our own innocence. We didn't expect it. We were so unsuspecting. Some of us participated in it without knowing what we were doing. And to understand it, there's 200 years of history you're going to have to look at. 1400 to 1600. It's the major turning point in world history. At the end of these 200 years, the world would never, ever be the same again. Europe had come out of its bag. It had rescued itself at our expense. It had learned longitude and latitude again. Had learned how to handle ships. In their search for Asia and the spices and the sweets of Asia, they had discovered Africa en route, the greater prize. We are the victims of our own innocence. We didn't expect it. We were so unsuspecting. Some of us participated in it without knowing what we were doing.
Big die, I got the game on the chokehold like a slip knot. Too much ambition, I got too much drive. I'm probably due for a pitch die. Black die, reppin' the team, reppin' the squad like a mascot. Yeah, I'm the one, you know that I got it, but I still speak for the have-nots. Big guy, I got the game on the chokehold like a slip knot. Too much ambition, I got too much drive. I'm probably due for a pitch die. Black die, reppin' the team, reppin' the squad like a mascot. Yeah, I'm the one, you know that I got it, but I still speak for the have-nots. Yeah. It's been a hell of a run. I done bagged all of the women I wanted to bag. I probably should slow down and settle with one. Probably should hit up my mama and tell her my problem. She always wanna pray for her son. Tell her I got it, there's nothing your God could do for me. I feel much more safe with a gun. Look what I've done, just look at what I've become. They thought I was stuck in the mud, I done came up. They got up here like I weigh, I made them double the funds. Niggas be hating, probably cause they wifey like me and she wanna give me the buns. She got a friend, told her that she can come too because 2 heads is better than 1. My competition is none.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sean P in the place to be, man. Like the show, share the show, tell a friend, we're live. Sorry about the delay. I was gonna play another video and then it just started messing up. But good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this world. Like the show, share the show. This is gonna be real informative. So today, what we're going to do is we're not going to put everything together because there'll be a 10-hour show. But what we want to do is we want to make sure that that we're staying in tune with our resources that are available to us to allow us not to argue from ignorance and allow us to argue with evidence. And it's going to be real easy for us to do. And I'm going to probably be introducing a lot of people to some new resources that they have not seen before or used. And I think that is critical in our endeavors with ignorance. And if we're traveling down that path. So before we get started, man, again, peace to everybody in the chat. Those of you who will catch the replay. I see Juju Melanated in the building, Zane in the building. I Ballad, I see you, sis. So it's got a few of the ladies in the building today. Khalil, what's good, brother? Hey, you said you wanted to bring up something. You can bring it up. Sister Beatrice, what's good? What's good? What's going on? Michael was in here earlier asking a question. Like, how did they come up with the name? And I hope he got my answer to his question. This was his question. Here's my answer. Right. Man, make sure y'all get y'all a copy of that. You know, got to get that work. That work is critical and pivotal. Critical and pivotal during these times. So we got to make sure we got that. According to the... Let me put my glasses on so I can read this. So I can read this effectively. Slide them on like that. According to the Honorable Dane Calloway, Black people are the real Indians. Did you ever wish Bubba happy birthday? Let me see what we got going on. Our master teacher, Dan Calloway, teaches us that we are the Indians and the Mongols stole our history. Okay. All right. We are African. That was funny. Yeah. He on one today. He woke up. He woke up on the wrong side of the bed. He chose violence. He said, we've been here for 400 million years, riding dinosaurs. According to their doctrine, we've been here for 400 years riding dinosaurs. Am I lagging? Am I lagging? Let me know if it's lagging. All right, hold on 1 second.
Street Sutek tried to line it up, and he was like, I don't debate y'all. Y'all too disrespectful. Aboriginal Power won't even debate Sean because he's too disrespectful.
He is though. No, he really is though. I can't really like you, bro. You cool. Not a coincidence. I actually chop it up with but niggas that come off too heated and disrespectful, like I said, I'll debate you, bro. But we gotta get in the ring first. If you want to be disrespectful like that, at least disrespect me in the ring, bro. Let's start now, bro. Can you disrespect me in a cage, bro? Like, I'd rather just do that. Then we go straight from the cage. I mean, put your ice on the way to the motherfucking computer, and we'll debate directly after that, nigga. Shit.
That's why I don't need these. Fucking with the nigga and shit. You feel me? Like, it's like, wait, bro, talk like that, man. We gotta get face to face with you to talk to you like that, my nigga.
Yeah, Peanut. You feel? Go ahead, I got my brother already. Peanut, what's the word, brother?
Yeah, I appreciate you, man, but lucky. Let me say this, man. First of all, I'm an older brother. I'm young in spirit because I stay in shape. But I'm older. I deserve respect. Don't lie on me. You're not going to get nowhere lying because that's what's going to make you fall face first. Second of all, I'm well known in the Pan-African community. I'm not nobody new. You're younger than me. You don't know this. I didn't put in work and expose Rob Bourne, Sutek, any of them people over there. They know it deep down inside. And I'm gonna be long-winded. I'm a Moorish American. I already had back and forth with them dude. They erased videos. I'm not running from anybody. Don't ever say that stupid shit again. Third, and last but not least, I'm not losing no debate to no Pan-African. So don't ever say that shit again, famo. And that's it. Appreciate y'all, man.
You heard that? If Sean P want to debate, tell him to debate the champ over there, right?
Sutek wanted her. So this like it's a pecking order. It's a pecking. So Sean want you, and Sutek want him. You say PMF ain't on his
no problem. It's no problem, man. Let's set up a Sutek debate, man. I don't like him anyway.
Okay, so I love that son, brother. I love that warrior mentality.
That's how it's going. I love to tell Sutek, tell me. There ain't nothing. My champ always in the chat. I'll pop in, we'll set a topic, we'll set a date, we'll make it pay-per-view. We'll chop it up behind the scenes, I get their contact, we'll make it work. He ain't ducking no phase, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. He put this over here on y'all channel, and then we get other
hey, all right, I will block your ass, nigga, because I'm well known for disrupting them chats over there. Nigga, stop fucking lying, nigga. You a goofy, nigga. I would never let a lame ass nigga lie on me in my face, clown.
You gonna block me? And I don't be
it ain't no time I ain't ever been on the Pan-African channel and made my impact. Stop lying. I'm a real man, bro. Stop lying, fam. Don't do PNF like that.
PNF, he trying to trigger you, brother. And
what the fuck up?
But listen, he did that to me, talking about, oh, word on the street, I'm ducking from John P. I've never even had but one conversation with this little disrespectful motherfucker.
Oh, okay, yeah, he a little hot. He like that.
So he like...
All right, so what I'm going to do is lay down the foundation, right? And then I'm going to build off of that foundation to make sure that we are ebb and flow, that things are making sense, that we're not running amok, that we're just not on YouTube talking for several hours, trying to argue some stuff that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So I want to take you to science first. Now, provided this article a while ago, and I actually had it on PDF, but I think I deleted it by accident. But let me try to zoom in so people can get the gist of this particular article and understand what it is saying. Okay, so the title of the article is this. It's in the description. Late date of human arrival to North America, continental scale differences in stratigraphic integrity of pre-13,000 BP archaeological sites. So there's a couple of things that we're dealing with here in this article that has been peer reviewed, and it is open access, and it is provided to all of you in the description of the video. I'm gonna give you the abstract. It says by 13,000 BP, human populations were present across North America. Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear what I said? By 13,000 BP, human populations were present across North America. But the exact date of the arrival to the continent, especially areas south of the continental ice sheets, remains unclear. Let me stop right there. Let me set the agenda. This article was published in April 2022. In 2023, we have more evidence that answers dates, right? We have a scientific article that was published early this month that provided us with footprints of early humans, the first Americans, the oldest fossil record that we have of human footprints in the Americas. 23,000. Wow. Right? So here we examine patterns in the stratigraphy integrity of early North American sites to gain insight into the time of the first colonization. We begin by modeling stratigraphic mixing of multi-component archaeological sites to identify signatures of stratigraphic integrity and vertical artifact distributions. From those simulations, we developed a statistic we call the Apparent Stratigraphic Integrity Index, ASI, which we apply to pre and post 13,000 BP archaeological sites north and south of the continental ice sheets. North and south of what? North and south of who? The continental ice sheets. You know, those ice sheets that people think didn't really exist and prevented human life. Yeah, those ice sheets. All right, okay, cool. We find in multiple early Bering sites dating between 13,000 and 14,200 BP show excellent stratigraphic integrity, clear signs of discrete and minimal disturbed archaeological components do not appear south of the ice sheets until the Clovis period. I need y'all to understand what it's saying here. There are clear signs of discrete and minimum disturbed archaeological components do not appear south of the ice sheets until the Clovis period. So there's no archaeological components that we know of that appear south of the ice sheets until the Clovis period. These results provide support for a relatively late date of human arrival to the Americas. So, without beating y'all up with data, what does the conclusion say? The oldest evidence of archaeological sites in the New World, with large numbers of artifacts occurring in discrete and minimal disturbed stratigraphic contexts, occur in eastern Beringer between 13 to 14,000 BP. South of the ice sheets, the oldest such sites occur in association with the Clovis complex. If humans managed to breach the continental ice sheets significantly before 13,000 BP, there should be clear evidence for it in the form of at least some stratigraphical discrete archaeological components with a relatively high artifact count. So far, no such evidence exists. These findings support the hypothesis that the first humans arrived in the New World occurred by at least 14,000 BP. and Beringer in approximately 13,000 BP in the temperate latitudes of North America. Strong evidence for human presence before those dates has yet to be identified in the archaeological record. Stick to what the article is saying. We are talking North America. Okay? We're not talking about the footprints in South America. We're not talking about the footprints in South America. The article is strategically talking about human existence, ladies and gentlemen, human arrival, ladies and gentlemen, in North America. What's going on the whole show? The whole fucking show. What up, my brother? So, this is where we build our argument here, ladies and gentlemen. According to the evidence, and I'm keeping it on the grounds of North America, okay? North America. Because according to the evidence that we have, right? When we're talking about the United States of America, North America, we don't have all of these long archaeological records that say this, that, and the third. Now, I've shown you evidence before of artifacts that have been found and have been dated. And then I've showed you artifacts that have, what I want to call it, some skepticism to those artifacts. And that's a problem in itself. So now that we have set the agenda, my next goal would be to show you those archaeological things, but I did that on a previous video. So I want to bring it to a resource that I want to introduce to everybody. And I want to make sure that you have this as a resource. So some people should have this already. Some people may not have this. But it's called digital history, okay? Using new technologies to enhance the teaching and research. So, as you can see, it says First Americans. If you can't see that, it says it right here, the first tab. Now, what it says here is that it says overview, textbooks, documents, events, people, music, film, images, yada, 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 yada. So, let me show you how to use this source. And I'm zooming out and zooming in for a particular reason. Because every time you do something, you can go here and you can grab some resources. You can go here. You can grab some resources. You can go here. Are y'all catching what I'm pitching? You can grab some resources. You can go here. You can grab some more information. Music, film, images. Yep. When dealing with the first Americas, there's images, ladies and gentlemen. They got a few little images in there. Right? So I'm showing you this because most people don't know how to use resources effectively to help you in your argument. Now, why am I even doing this? Because most people don't read books. So we can skip over this. Correcting myths and misconceptions, but I'm going to show it to you. So, correcting myths and misconceptions. Most of history that we acquire, look what it says. Most of the history that we acquire comes not from history textbooks or classroom lectures, but from images that we receive from movies, television, childhood stories, and folklore. Together, these images exert a powerful influence upon the way we think about the past. Some of these images are true, others are false. But much of what we think we know about the past consists of unexamined mythic images. No aspect of our past has been more thoroughly shaped by popular mythology than the history of Native Americans. Quite unconsciously, Americans have picked up a complex set of mythic images. For example, many assume that pre-Columbian North America was sparsely populated virgin land. In fact, the area north of Mexico probably had 7 to 12 million inhabitants. Also, when Americans think of early Indians, they conceive of hunters or on horsebacks. This image is misleading in two important respects. First, many Native Americans were farmers. And second, horses had been extinct in the New World for 10,000 years before Europeans arrived. One of history's most important tasks is to identify myths and misconceptions and correct them. Let me stop. So one of history's most important tasks is to identify myths and misconceptions and correct them. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we move forward, I would like to introduce to you, it was told in reverse, the untold truth about the transatlantic slave trade revisited. We are doing exactly what we are supposed to be doing. And that is identifying myths and misconceptions and correcting them. The goal and the aim and the completion of this what I call, y'all still calling it a book. I'm calling it an article. I don't care what y'all say. I'm calling it an article. Is dealing with Dane Calloway's myths and misconceptions and correcting them. But more importantly, allowing you as the reader to witness it for yourself and come to your own conclusion and not mine, and determine if the source was misrepresented and if this myth is true and if this misconception is actually a conception or if it needed to be corrected. All right. This is especially important in the study of Indian peoples of North America. Okay? So they made it important to us. When I say us, I'm talking Black people in North America, the Negro, the African American. They made it important to us because they have taken the liking of stealing someone else's history, culture, existence, presence, and more. All right. So many textbooks still begin their treatment of American history with European discovery of the New World, largely ignoring the first Americans who crossed into the New World from Asia and established rich and diverse cultures in America centuries before Columbus arrived. Although few textbooks today use the word primitive to describe pre-contact Native Americans, many still convey the impression that North American Indians consist simply of small migratory bands that subsisted through hunting, fishing, gathering wild plants. As we shall see, this view was incorrect. In fact, Native American societies were rich, diverse, and sophisticated. Let me pause. So, this is dealing with myths and misconceptions, right? Remember, I'm showing you how to use these resources. You can walk it all the way down to gain you a cultural understanding of who these people are and how they are identifying them with information. So let's go to documents. There's a speech by Captain John Smith. It has the historical ID right here up underneath it for those of you looking for the primary. It says, Captain Smith, you may understand that I have seen the death of all my people thrice, and not any one living of these generations but myself. I know the difference of peace and war better than any in my country. But now I am old and eerie, long must die, my brethren, namely Apitchapam, Apitchkanoa, and Kekatah, my two sisters and their two daughters. Listen to the names. Opitchapam, Opekanoa, and Kekatah, my two sisters and their two daughters, are distinctly each other's successors. How many people that you know have those names? This again, this document, a copy of the document, is a speech to Captain John Smith, who is the author? Powhatan in 1609, ladies and gentlemen. Can you see that on the screen? Please let me know. Can you actually see this on your screen? What up, Barry? There you go. Rubbing my hands. So again, I'm going to read it to you again. This letter is from an Indian, a native. Captain Smith, you may understand that I, having seen the death of all my people thrice, and not any of one living of these three generations, but myself. I know the difference of peace and war better than any in my country, but now I am old and eerie, long must die. My brethren, namely Apitchapam, Apitchkanoa, and Kekatah, my two sisters and their two daughters, are distinctly each other's successors. I wish their experience no less than mine, and your love to them no less than mine to you. But this brute from Namsamam, that you are come to destroy my country, so much affrighted all my people, as they dare not visit you. What will it avail you to take, that by force you may quickly have by love, or to destroy them that provide you food? What can you get by war, when we can hide our provisions and fly to the woods? Whereby you must famous by wronging us, your friends. And why are thus jealous of our loves, seeing us unarmed and both though, and are willing still to feed you? With that you cannot get but by our labors. Think you am I so simple, not to know it is better to eat good meat, lie well and sleep quietly with my woman and children, laugh and be merry with you, have copper hatchets, or what I want being your friend? Then be forced to flee from all, to lie cold in the woods, feed upon acorns, roots, and such trash, and be so hunted by you that I can neither rest, eat, nor sleep. But my tired men must watch, and if I twig but break, every one crieth, there cometh Captain Smith. Then must I fly, I know not whither, and thus with miserable fear, and in my miserable life leaving my pleasures to such youth as you, which through your rash unadvasiveness may quickly and miserably end, for want of that you never know where to find. Let this therefore assure you of our loves, and every year our friendly trade shall furnish you with corn. And now also, if you would come in friendly manner to see us, and not thus with your guns and swords as to invade your foes. written by Powhatan. His plea to the European to come and be genuine with him, to speak to him, to intermingle with him, to build with him, so that his people do not have to run and seek shelter and hide in the woods, or he, because he is getting old, break and, yes, cause things to happen. So these are documents that have been scanned in and allow us to understand what was happening. That was 1609. 1634, John Winthrop. I ain't got to give it to you, but you see it on the screen. Just look, they're documents. They're all over the place. Read them. This is a resource for everyone. So I want to know, according to the speech to Captain John Smith by Powhatan, what are y'all? Why y'all names ain't those names that I just mentioned? Y'all names are some weird shit. Come on, man, make it make sense. Make it make sense, please. So I want to take you somewhere else. This is Pocahontas, right? Dan Calloway liked to use Pocahontas, but there's a reason why I'm saying and doing what I'm saying and doing. So what Pocahontas got to say? Here is the one Indian name that every school child knows today, Pocahontas. Is best remembered as a romantic heroine who rescued Captain John Smith, the leader of the colonists in Jamestown, Virginia, from execution by her father's people. But her brief life also illustrates the broader collision of cultures that occurred when English settlers arrived in colonial America. She was born in 1595, the daughter of Indian chief Powhatan, the one who we just heard the speech from. The leader of powerful Indian confederacy, comprised of some 30 tribes totaling 20,000 people, the confederacy occupied much of what is now known as Virginia. She was about 12 years old when the English established their first permanent American settlement in Jamestown. During her life, she would play a pivotal role in maintaining friendly relations between Indians and the English. According to the story told by John Smith in his book, True Relations of Virginia, Smith was captured in the local Indians while exploring the countryside. Powhatan, the Indian chief, was about to have him executed with a stone club, but Pocahontas, Smith claimed, placed her head upon his and begged her father to spare him. No one knows for sure if the story is true because Smith did not mention the incident in the earliest edition of his book, but it appears that Pocahontas remains Smith's friend, warning him of at least one Indian plan to attack Jamestown. When she was about 14, she reportedly married a chief in her tribe. Temporarily, she disappears from the colonial records only to reappear in 1613 when she was lured aboard an English ship and held captive. It is around this time that she is said to have fallen in love with her future husband. Ding, 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 ding. Her marriage to John Rolfe, 1614, the Virginia settlement who learned how to cure tobacco, helping bring peace between the English and the Powhatan Confederacy. In a letter to his patron, Rolfe addresses some of the concerns raised by his marriage, the first important English-Indian marriage in the colonial American history. That's why it's significant. That is also why Dan Calloway tried to spin it in his book, and he didn't have all the evidence. This letter documents the mixture of motives that led him to marry someone, in his words, whose education had been rude, her manners barbarous, and so discrepant in all the nurture from myself. After her marriage, Pocahontas converted to Christianity and adopted an English name, Rebecca. Pause. Y'all know we got the letter to that, right? But these are examples of how this shit works. Okay. That's a legit charge. See what I'm saying? So we have that. So again, this is, I know I ain't put it on the screen for y'all, but there you go. So this is examples of how we use these sources. These are resources for us, y'all. These tools allow us to substantiate things, right? So we can go to the colonial period. Yep, we can do that. Richard Hakalu, 1552, 1616, was a geographer, clergyman, translator. Let me zoom in. Collector and editor of adventure narratives and advocate for the westward expansion of the English power. He edited, translated, and what did he do? Advocated for the westward expansion of English power. He edited, translated, and many volumes of his first-hand narratives of adventure and discovery, notably Diver's Voyage, touching the discovery of America. See, these are texts that people aren't reading and trying to capture information from, right? So here's what I was giving you right here, just the full scale of things. It's right there. Documents related to this person. So there's documents that are related to this person, which provides a little bit of clarity, right? And we deal with it how we need to deal with it. There go King Philip. So I'm basically showing you the use of these sources because they're instrumental in being able to help us be able to answer things that we have questions about. Remember, this was a big deal. You utilize a Native American labor force. We have multiple accounts, firsthand accounts providing us with information about the labor force of the Native Americans and why switches were made and so on and so forth. We don't have to play these games, ladies and gentlemen. We don't. And the Eagles are looking like shit right now. But this is how it's being played right there. Here's your source. You zoom in. There's an annotation, and then scan. All of this stuff all of what I'm showing you are scanned documents. They're held in under this digital history. And we can walk it back, right? We can go get some textbooks regarding the significance of all this shit we're talking about, right? The exploration and discovery, we can get into that. The significance of 1492, the European commercial and financial expansion, slavery and Spanish colonization, the meaning of America, the Black legend. Are you familiar with the Black legend? How many people are familiar with the Black legend? Put a 1 in the chat. If you're familiar with the Black legend, put a 1 in the chat. Late in the 18th century, around the time of the 300th anniversary of Columbus' voyage of discovery, the Abbe Raynal, 1713-1796, a French philosopher, offered a prize for the best answer to the question, has the discovery of America been beneficial or harmful to the human race? 8 responses to the question survive. 8 responses to the question survive. Of these, 4 argued that Columbus' voyage had harmed human happiness. The European discovery of the New World had a devastating impact on the Indian peoples of the Americas. Oppressive labor, disruption of the Indian food supply, deliberate campaigns and extermination of especially disease decimated the Indian population. Isolated from such diseases, smallpox, influenza, measles, and the indigenous population proved to be extraordinarily susceptible. Within a century of contact, the Indian population in the Caribbean and Mexico had shrunk by 90%. They call this a myth. They don't understand pathogens. They are deniers of scientific evidence. During the 16th century, when the House of Habsburg presided over an empire that included Spain, Austria, Italy, Holland, and much more, the New World, Spain's enemies created an enduring set of ideas known as the Black Legend. Propagandists from England, France, Germany, Italy, and Netherlands vilified the Spanish as a corrupt and cruel people who subjugated and exploited the New World Indians, stole their gold and silver, infected them with disease, and killed them in the numbers without a precedent. You heard it. Say it one more time for the people in the back. Propagandists from England, France, Germany, Italy, and the Netherlands vilified the Spanish as a corrupt and cruel people who subjugated and exploited the New World Indians. Why were they not saying the same thing when they was doing this shit in Africa? That's neither here nor there. They stole their gold and silver and infected them with disease, killed them in numbers without precedent. In 1518, William I, Prince of Orange, who led the Dutch Protestants in rebellion against Spanish rule, declared that Spain committed such horrible excesses that all the barbarity, cruelties, and tyrannies ever perpetuated before are only games in comparison to what happened to the poor Indians. The poor Indians. Ironically, the Black Legend drew upon criticism first voiced by the Spanish themselves. During the 16th century, observers like Bartholomew de las Casas, the Bishop of the Chiapas, condemned maltreatment of the Indians. As a way to protect Indians from utter destruction, Las Casas proposed an alternative labor force, slaves from Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, when Dane Calloway stated that the transatlantic slave trade happened in reverse, he never took into the account the early chroniclers that entered the New World on some bullshit. De las Casas proposes the alternative labor force. What happened? He is granted the alternative. So, who gave De las Casas permission? The church. The church, you know, the one that some of y'all just came from. Some of y'all might still be in it, got your earbud in, listening to me. You know, some of y'all on that Jesus juice right now. Preacher preached a good sermon. You done had your good holy dose, but it was the same church. So, given the drastic decline of the Indian population and the reluctance of Europeans to perform heavy agricultural labor, Africans would raise the staple crops that provided the basis for New World prosperity. Well, we back to this shit. Sugar, coffee, rice, and indigo. Las Casas would come to regret his role in encouraging the slave trade. Why? Although he rejected the idea that slavery itself was a crime or sin, he did begin to see African slavery as a source of evil. Unfortunately, Lacasse's apology was not published for more than 300 years. The Black legend provided a powerful ideological sanction for English involvement in the New World by seizing treasure from Spanish ships, staging raids on Spanish ports and cities in the Americas, and enlisting runaway slaves known as Cimarrones to prey on the Spanish Protestant England without strike a blow against Spain's aggressive Catholicism and rescue the Indians from Spanish slavery. But it is pointed historical irony that the very English seamen like Drake and Hawkins, who promised to rescue the Indians from Spanish bondage, also brought and enslaved Africans along the West African coast and transported them to Spanish America, where they sold them to Spanish colonists. But I'm just here to make you think. So if this ain't how it went down, why is this even being printed and talked about? This ain't trying to indoctrinate you. They hid this from you. You have to go find this information. See, this is the information you have to go find. This ain't the information that you can sit on YouTube and just start, man, you know, we rode dinosaurs back in the day. We corralled it and lassoed dinosaurs. You ain't never rode nothing like a T-Rex. Huh? What you know about riding a T-Rex, bruh? Like, them mugs be moving, boy. When they get mad, boy, they get to growling and ish. Nothing like that good old T-Rex ride. But I want y'all to understand something. You remember when Danny was talking about the Pirates of the Caribbean? Here's some of that motivation by that. Think about that. So, let's move on a little bit. Like, we really like get into this stuff. 17th century. Come on, man. We know what's going on. Who doing all the Puritan talk? Who talk about the Puritans? Which Abbo on the Puritan shit? We can deal with them however we want to. Slavery take root. You know the shit that they trying to deny? Huh? Black slavery took root in American colonies slowly. Historians now know, listen to what it says, now know that small numbers of Africans lived in Virginia before 1619. They know that. We know. Duh. The year a Dutch ship sold 20 blacks, probably from West Indies, to the colonists. But it was not until 1680s that black slavery became the dominant labor system on the plantations there. As late as 1640, there were probably only 150 blacks in Virginia, 1650, 300, but by 1680, the number had risen to 3,000, and by 1704 to 10,000, slowly but surely. See what I'm saying? Like, we know what's going on, y'all. They telling you where they got these people from. They had no problem telling us. Find a white lie, identify it, and back it up with evidence. We're still waiting on y'all to back your claims up with evidence. So I don't want to leave you lost in this resource because I have more. But this just gives you a typical example of what we can do to actually extract information to support things. See Columbus's journal, right? Do we really want to know what Columbus said? Oh yeah, they scanned his shit in and they provided it to us. You know what I'm saying? This is the beauty. This is the beauty of these people being cocky enough to document their shit. Monday, August 6th, Friday, August 3rd, yada 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 yada. They go down here. The journal is the most important piece to all of this abo shit they want to claim. Like you tripping with no map. You want to talk about who he saw? You want to talk about who he saw? Y'all keep effing it up, and then new people come in your community who don't know stuff and they effing it up too. Like it's here, bro. Here it is. This document is from Columbus's journal. One more time. This document is from Columbus' journal, telling of his voyage of 1492. The meaning of this voyage is highly challenged. One viewpoint is that this voyage showed tremendous strength of the early modern Europe, which was on the verge of becoming a world power. Another viewpoint is that this voyage led to the virtual extermination of many native inhabitants. Listen to what it says, churchgoers, in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Hmm? Now, it goes through and get real religious right there, and then it transcends into calculations. But I know many people have not read it and don't want to read it, but you know, you have to deal with it. So it is what it is. All right. So again, this is a tool. What's the meaning of America, Christopher Columbus? Tell us what the hell you talking about. Cause these people say they indigenous Americans and they didn't even come up with the damn name. At the time of the first discoveries, Europeans tended to view the New World from one or two contrasting perspectives. Many saw America as an earthly paradise, a land of riches and abundance, where the native peoples led lives of simplicity and freedom similar to those enjoyed by Adam and Eve in the biblical Garden of Eden. Of other Europeans described America in much more negative light, as a dangerous and forbidding wilderness, a place of cannibalism and human misery, where the population lacked Christian religion and the trappings of civilization. This later view of America as a place of savagery, cannibalism, and death would grow more pronounced as the Indian populations declined precipitously in numbers as a result of harsh labor, ravage of disease, and slave trade began transporting millions of who? Africans. Where? To the New World. So, Ali Muhammad. Here you go. But it was the positive view of America was the land of liberty, liberation, and material wealth that would remain dominant. Yeah, okay. Stop the cap. Read it, y'all. If you have time, read it. This doesn't play. This gives you the meaning of that, man. The land of liberty and yada yada yada. So what did he say? This is what Christopher Columbus said. I'm gonna read about a paragraph of this. The people of this island, Hispaniola, and all the other lands which I have found and seen, or have not seen, all go naked, men and women as their mothers bore them, except that some women cover one place with the leaf of a plant with a net of cotton, which they make for that purpose. That purpose. That purpose. Cover the coochie. They have no iron or steel or weapons, nor are they capable of using them. Although they are well-built people and handsome stature because they are wondrous timid, they have no other arms than the arms of canes, cut when they are in seed time, to the end of which they fixed a sharp little stick, and they dare not make use of these. For oftentimes it has happened that I have sent ashore 2 or 3 men to some town to have speech, and people without number have come to them. As soon as they saw them coming, they fled. Here you go. Highlight it. That's your man's. Yeah, you can. You can see it. Yeah, I've been live about an hour, Kevin. So there it is right there. This is from Columbus now. This is the meaning of America and what it meant to them. This is how he's describing the people. He's telling you how they are, right? That's what he's talking about. But here's the problem with all of this right here is the fact that he called these people weak. He's calling them punks. He said they fled. But remember, he's the one writing, right? The victor gets the right. So you can take that as your man. He's giving you a description of what he saw. The problem here with this is the fact that he knew that they did not have weapons. So he knew that he can go in here and jack them. They were not up on the same, they were not on the same type of time as the Europeans. The Indians, like the Africans, were not on the same type of time. I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying. So I'm not going to drown us in this information because remember, I'm laying my argument down, I'm giving you a foundation, and I'm adding to that resource tool material that you can use. How many people ever use this? Let me zoom in on this again. How many people ever use this? We got all these researchers in the community. We got all these people talking about they're dealing with primaries. We got all these people saying all kinds of this, that, and the third. And here we are. We've been in a 7 years war, almost 7. But I'm just gonna say it. We've been in a 7 years war with pseudos claiming to be indigenous aboriginals of the Americas who civilized Africa. This says eyewitness accounts of early American exploration and settlement. Do y'all know what an eyewitness account is? That would be what? That would be considered what? Primaries, right? Eyewitness account would fall under the gist of primary sources. Man, I wish I was in DC right now. See my Eagles. Anyway, so let's take it here. I'm going to show you how this shit works. This is a resource. Not a coincidence. I know you might be watching and you're in trouble, so you really can't say anything. And I know how you think. So I know that you will grab and obtain this. I just want to make sure y'all hear me okay. All right, we're good. So, not a coincidence. I know that you're going to use this. Like, hey, hold up, I can use this. And you can. You know you can. That's what the shit's for us to use it. Y'all going, you and Lucky and everybody else, y'all going to Indian territory. So I'm going to scroll down real quick just to show y'all. It's got the dates, right? We don't know very much about pre-colonial America, except for the little incidences that we get from the natives in their descriptions. Right? So look, this goes, this keep going all the way to 1844, y'all. All right, so that's an example. Now I'm gonna show y'all some instances here, and then I'm gonna move on how this source works. So if you remember, this shit's dealing with eyewitness accounts of early American exploration. So let's go here and let's click on the papal. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all see this. It says document AJ060, author, papal letters concerning the bishopric of Garda in Greenland during the 15th century. And then it gives you the source name right here, right? So we want to read the document. We can go over to the right, click read document, print it or download it, whatever we want to do. When we hit read the document, as you can see, it pulls up for us. Let me make my screen a little bit bigger. All right, so there's 7. Let me expand this out. Okay, let me zoom in. Let me zoom back out. So 7-page document. Here you go. Papal letters concerning, yeah, you see it. Okay. So it takes us to where we need, where we can do further research and understand that document. Let's go back. All right, so we got that one in there. I'm just showing you an example of how this shit works. Then I'm gonna get into something. Articles of agreement between the lords of the Catholic sovereigns and Cristobal Colon. What were we talking about? Zoom it out again. What is these articles of agreement? All right. The things prayed for and which your highnesses give and grant to Don Cristobal Colon as some recompense for what he is to discover in the oceans and for the voyage which now, with the help of God, he has engaged to make therein the service of your highnesses are the following. Firstly, that your highnesses and the actual lords of said oceans appoint from this date the said Don Cristobal Colon to be your admiral in all of these islands. There's some additional reading that you could read there. Right? So I'm out of that. Next document. And then it continues. It just continues and continues. And continues. So we start to get the gist of what's going on in these articles throughout that 4 pages. This is broken down. Y'all, listen, man, we ain't got to make nothing up. We ain't got to make nothing up. We got eyewitness accounts. Get around the documents. Get around the freaking documents, bro. Columbus's 3rd voyage. Journal of the first voyage of Columbus. Letters from Columbus to Louis de Santiago. What they saying? What are they saying? We can look them up. Yeah, you can PDF them in the whole 9. Like, these dudes ain't got these resources, yo. What are we talking about? Look at this. Well, let me zoom in. I know y'all having trouble with that. This letter, the earliest published narrative of Columbus's first voyage, was issued in Barcelona in April 1493, not far from the time when the discoverer was received in the state by the king and queen. The Escribano de Racion, to whom it was addressed, was Louis de Santiago, who had deeply interested himself in the project of Columbus and had advanced money to enable Queen Isabella to meet the expenses of the voyage. He, no doubt, placed a copy of the hands of the printer. Only 2 printed copies of this Spanish letter, as it is called, have come down to us. Did y'all hear what I just said? Only 2 printed copies of the Spanish letter, as it is called, have come down to us. One is a folio of the first imprint, discovered and reproduced in 1889. Of this, the unique copy is the Lenox Library in New York. So they have a copy of the damn letter in Lenox Library in New York. Its first page is reproduced in a facsimile in this volume by courteous permission of the authorities of the library. The other is a quarto of the second and slightly corrected imprint, first made known in 1852 and first reproduced in 1866. Facsimiles of both are given in Thatcher's Christopher Columbus 2, 17 through 20, 30, and 33 and 40. Columbus sent a duplicate of this letter, some slight changes to Gabriel Sainz's Spanish from Sanchez, the treasurer of Aragon, from whose hands a copy came into the possession of a Leander de Cosca, who translated it in Latin in April 29th in 1493. Pause. Supreme pseudo, queef, supreme pseudo queef holiday. You said Columbus is a myth. You said it didn't exist. Well, what the hell are these letters doing? We have facsimiles, bro. You know what? You know how important facsimiles are? Those are copies of the original. We have these sources that enable us to be able to break this shit down and tell the truth. We ain't got to lie, Craig. We ain't got to lie. Oh, you thought they weren't going to have the facsimile? Bull junk. And y'all know I got it on the other documents about Columbus, the first black shit. Come on, man. Here you go. Facsimile of the first page of the folio, first edition of the Spanish text of Columbus's letter to Senegal, describing his first voyage, dated February 15, 1493, from the original, unique in the New York Public Library in Lenox Building. Here is a copy of the facsimile, because they can't take it out of the museum. So what are we doing? Letter from Columbus to Louis de Senegal, and this is the translated version of said letter. These things are Now, I don't want to say that word. Let's just keep it real. This shit's important in this entire argument because we have a sector of pseudos in the so-called conscious community stealing the history and legacy of a people they don't even recognize or know. These people have went through their own traumas dealing with Europeans, as we have. Ours may be, we can't say that their shit was worse than ours or whatever the case. We can't do that. We both had bad experiences with Europeans. We're here off the backs of European ideology and so-called expectations to build them wealth and spread their supremacy on a global mass scale. And they still benefit from that. Think about this. When you're building a home, for those of you who are homeowners, I don't know if you've ever built a home or anything like that, but let's just say you found a plot, you found an area to live in, uninhabited to your knowledge, or even inhabited to your knowledge, but some kind of way you've made it to where this land exists. And the next move that you got to do in order to establish and build on this land right here is you got to clear the land, right? Y'all ever seen them build a house? See, I got videos of when my house was very first built, from where it was, you know, it was wooded areas and all this shit. Then it turned around to being cleared out lands and all this shit. And then next thing you know, there's plot, and they mark it off, and this is your designated land. Okay, woohoo, right? Woohoo. All right, cool. Not a problem, not a problem. But when they begin to build, they have to clear the field. Then they have to go through, mark it off. Then they start working on this foundation of where the house gonna be built. They got all kind of dirt, gravel, wood, all just looking ugly. That's what had to happen here. They had to clear the field. They had to run these people off their posts. They had to do all of this. We are not here without the experience. So we can't keep arguing from ignorance. We can't keep arguing from ignorance. So this is another resource. So luckily I've shown you how you can use primary eyewitness accounts to properly understand historical narratives, because they are available to us in kept records. These records have now been moved, since we're in the internet age, they've been moved to online libraries. Some you have to pay to access, others you do not. For those that they want, they allow to be used as public, you know, public records. Others you got to find in universities, and you have to be of this, you know, to be of the universities to be able to get in and get some of those records that are housed in certain libraries and museums and stuff like that. All of that stuff comes with stuff. All right, so man, this walk us all the way down here. It walk us all the way down here. Let's go take a look at the letter of John Board. You know anything about this letter? I'm sure you don't. This is early Virginia shit. Big of Virginia. I don't be saying something wrong with the hen. So this is a letter of John Pori, 1619. Just hold on one second. I'm gonna try to pull a little bit up just so y'all know what is the significance of this letter to us. We go to introduction. So what is the significance of this letter? I'm gonna give you a little bit of it. John Pori was born about 1570, studied at the University of Cambridge. 1597 became a disciple of Richard Hakluyt. You've heard his name before. Cosmography and Foreign Histories. 1600, this is his significance here. In 1600, he translated, edited, and published a geographical history of Africa, written in Arabic and Italian by John Leo and a Morborn in Granada and brought up in Barbary. From 1605 to 1611, he was a member of the Parliament of Bridgewater, and on April 19, 1610, he was made a Master of the Arts at Cambridge. The next 7 years was spent chiefly in travel in Europe and the East, where he attached to several embassies. In 1619, he sailed. Where did he sail? To Virginia as a Secretary of State with John Yearly, and was Speaker of the First General Assembly, which met at Jamestown, July 30th, 1619, where his experience in the Parliament was very useful to the members. I don't want to keep reading about him, but it is what it is. Like I told y'all before, I am showing you how to use these resources that help advance our understanding of history and what has happened. All right, so I want to take you to another place. And this is another source, Library of Congress, of course, but it's different. This is dealing with digitalized papers from 1770 to 1963. But I marked this off and made it from a specific period, I believe, of the 1700s to like the 1800s. And let me show you the papers. So these are incidences where the word slave shows up in all of these different pages, and they talk about it. So let me go scroll down a little bit and let me hone in, like I can zoom in on it. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is from the Gazette of the United States, August 5th, 1789, page 130, image 2. This is from the Gazette. It says, right? The king dearly beloved from Prince William Henry is the Duke of Clarence and Co. That the friends of humanity in the British House of Commons were exerting themselves to effect the abolition of the slave trade. This is in a freaking paper. The abolition of the slave trade, but were opposed by planters, their agents, merchants, tradesmen, and manufacturers who were interested in the trade and who were bringing in their petitions from all quarters. Moving on. Giving you other examples. This is letting you know this was a global thing because, man, we talking about a whole nother place. This is London, ladies and gentlemen. Extracts from the instructions of the Four of the Bay, lyrics in France relating to the abolitions of the slave trade. Nobleth of Benoist, that the States General take into consideration the situations, I'm sorry, because they wrote the S's with F's, the situations of the Negroes in our colonies. Ladies and gentlemen, the word Negro has appeared. Clergy of Melanude Morant, seeing that in the eye of religion, differences of colors and causes known among her children, her ministers cannot forbear perpetually to exclaim against the slavery of Negroes in the colonies. They're talking about the shit in France. We do not have to make this up. We have the evidence. We have the evidence. Husband's creed. The man was not created for the woman, but the woman for the man. Yet the man shall be the slave of the woman, and the woman the tyrant of the man. That's in the creed. This was published in Gazette again. Slave all over this shit. And I'm providing this to y'all so you can see it for yourself, man. They had no problem publishing shit that talked about y'all. Us. I try to separate myself. But it's there. Like, we know what was going on, man. And all of this, got some form of dealing with slavery or slave, the word slave, and all these different news articles. And there's tons of them. Like, you know what I mean? It's 165 entries of news articles. And this is just with the word slave in there. Let me see. Watch this. Watch when I do this. I'm gonna put the word Negro in there. And I'm gonna hit go. 205 results of the word Negro. So let's look at this one. This one's in Boston, 1774. It says, ran away late night from the subscriber, a Negro lad. Let me zoom in so y'all don't think I'm lying. Look above that. Look above that. What does it say? 10 guineas for which ample security would be given. Inquire of the printer. Wanted. They wanted 10 guineas. Boy, they don't play no games, bro. They don't play no games. This is what the newspaper looked like, y'all. 1774. Ran away, Negro lad. Whoever will take up said Negro and deliver him to the subscriber shall have $2 reward and all charges paid. This day is published and to be fold at Russell's printing office. An argument in the cafe of James Marset, a Negro, lately determined in the court of the King's Bench, wherein is an attempt to demonstrate the present unlawfulness of domestic slavery in England. Man, it's all over the place, bro. So I guess this is a question to Aboriginal power. These Negroes that they call them slaves and all that, right? In England and all these other said places, right? Are they indigenous Aboriginals as well? What's the deal? What about these ads right here? To be sold, smart, likely Negro man who understands farming very well and can be well recommended. To be sold, a secondhand chef and Negro boy, 15 years old, Esquire of Christopher Champlin. A secondhand writing chair. Look, they are right there. Look, these are ads, y'all. You know, the ones y'all say not a coincidence and true story and just making up. Well, here they go in the whole damn newspaper. More ads. A Negro girl that understands household work and can be well recommended. Why are they putting what they need in there? I'm looking for a Negro. I need a Negro female. Where's she at? Who got one? Send me a female. Big booty Judy, who know how to do her duties. Come on, man. Wanted to be sold. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gotta make nothing up, man. We just deal with the evidence the way it's going. But we can't let people sit here and tell us what we are, what we are not. They crazy. Crazy. And these are, like I said before, newspaper ads from everywhere. So again, I'm just showing you how to use resources to support. But the most important thing about all of this is that when the European first came to the Americas, they were ignorant, just like they were in Africa. It took information, right? It took information for them to obtain, that they gathered to help them obtain and understand or gain an understanding of the terrain and how to travel and maneuver and things like that. So what's important about this, and as you can see highlighted, are maps. And this being an old map, 1622 map of their understanding of this part of the United States. I'm not going to click on them, but I'm showing you this because cartography is real. And as their information grows, their understanding develops, and then they begin to put all this shit together. And now you can't stop them. All right. So this is a good source right here, but I already got something pulled up from this source, and I'm gonna show y'all. But what does it say? United States history, primary resources. So pre-colonial America, 1607, the colonial area, 1607, 1775. So you got these different areas where you can click on stuff and it'll change. All of these will change. But I'm gonna zoom in real quick because I need to show y'all a few things. An act against the Jesuits and Cimmerists, 1585, the act against Puritans, all over the land, nothing else is spoken of. You know what I'm saying? The American colonies, the chronology of 1492 to present, like this, all of this stuff. Ancient Mesoamerican civilization, right? So I have this article pulled up from this source, and I want to share it with y'all real quick. Before I even read it, I want to show you the validity of it. At the very bottom of this page is the actual source where it comes from. There's nothing to hide here. Here's your source. All right. Can y'all see that? You see, you politician. Okay. Now, before I get into this, let me play a little commercial. Before I get into this, it's commercial time. Because we beating up the airballs and they bullshit.
Street Sutek tried to line it up, and he was like, I don't debate y'all. Y'all too disrespectful. Aboriginal Power won't even debate Sean because he too disrespectful.
He is though. No, he really is though. I can't really like you, bro. You cool. Not a coincidence. I actually chop it up. But niggas that come off too heated and disrespectful, like I said, I'll debate you, bro. But we gotta get in the ring first. If you're gonna be disrespectful like that, at least disrespect me in the ring, bro. Let's talk now, bro. Can you disrespect me in a cage, bro? Like, I'd rather just do that. Then we go straight from the cage. I mean, put your ice on the way to the motherfucking computer, and we'll debate directly after that, nigga. Shit.
That's why I don't need these. Fucking with the nigga and shit. You feel me? Like, it's like, wait, bro, talk like that. We gotta get face to face with you to talk to you like that, my nigga.
Yeah, Peanut. You feel me? Go ahead, I got my brother over here. Peanut, what's the word, my brother?
Yeah, I appreciate you, man, but Lucky, let me say this, man. First of all, I'm an older brother. I'm young in spirit as I stay in shape. But I'm older. I deserve respect. Don't lie on me. You're not going to get nowhere lying, because that's what's going to make you fall face first. Second of all, I'm well known in the Pan-African community. I'm not nobody new. You're younger than me. You don't know this. I didn't put in work and expose Rob Bourne, Sutek, any of them people over there. They know it deep down inside. And I'm gonna be long-winded. I'm a Moorish American. I already had back and forth with them dude. They erase videos. I'm not running from anybody. Don't ever say that stupid shit again. Third, and last but not least, I'm not losing no debate to no Pan-African. So don't ever say that shit again, famo. And that's it. Appreciate y'all, man.
You heard that? If Sean P want to debate, don't debate the champ over there, right?
Sutek wanted so this like it's a pecking order. It's a pecking. So Sean want you, and Sutek want him. We say PMF ain't
It's no problem. It's no problem, man. Let's set up a Sutek debate, man. I don't like him anyway.
Okay, so I love that son, brother. I love that warrior mentality.
That's how it's going. I love to tell Sutek, tell me. There ain't nothing. My champ always in the chat. Have him pop in. We'll set a topic. We'll set a date. We'll make it pay-per-view. We'll chop it up behind the scenes. I get their contact. We make it work. You know? Right. He ain't ducking no favors, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. He do this over here on y'all channel, and then when we get in other
Hey,
people.
alright, I will block your ass, nigga, because I'm well known for disrupting them chats over there, nigga. Stop fucking lying, nigga. You a goofy, nigga. I would never let a lame ass nigga around me in my face, clown.
You gonna block me and I don't be
It ain't no time I ain't ever been on the Pan-African channel and made my impact. Stop lying. I'm a real man, bro. Stop lying, fam. Don't do PNF like that.
PNF, they trying to trigger you, brother. And
What the fuck up?
But listen, he did that to me, talking about, oh, word on the street, I'm ducking you, John P. I've never even had but one conversation with this little disrespectful motherfucker.
Oh, okay, yeah, he a little hot. He like that.
So he like,
Man, so PNF, you tripping, bro. Like I put in the chat, man, nobody knew who you were until I heard you on Not a Coincidence channel. I ain't never heard you against no Robborn. I ain't never heard you against anyone. And Lucky ain't lying on you. So all of that capping you was doing during that little portion of the stream and saying all of this mumbo jumbo is irrelevant. And again, it looked like y'all are lies, habitual lies. That's why last night when we did the show, you know what I'm saying, Sutek brought that out, how they was calling me names and saying, talking a whole lot of junk when I went on the panel, and then want to turn around and now it's just, I'm too disrespectful. No, y'all disrespectful. Because y'all sitting there talking crazy and been talking crazy for months. For months. Just tell the truth. You ain't talking about you only had one conversation, bro. You done had more than that. I'd have been on the panel like 3 times. Just tell the truth. I challenged the methodology. You got offended, and I wouldn't hold. And I wouldn't let up, and I kept holding my position, and you were crying like a little child. So anyway, let's deal with this article that I was just telling you about right here earlier, before my funny commercial. Carried dents for traffic of the West Indies, 500 Negroes. So Dane Calloway, my question to you is, according to Job Hortop and the British entered the slave trade in 1567, you said that it happened in reverse. Why do we keep getting evidence of things that transpired before the American colonization's thought process of sending people back to Liberia who wanted to go back? You lied. You wrote a whole book, plagiarized and lied, made a claim, and then you ain't had no supportive evidence for it. And then you never stayed on topic or showed or demonstrated any, and I mean any evidence to back you up. I don't even care if it was fake evidence. You ain't have it. So Great Britain recognized the lucrative possibilities of the Atlantic slave trade long before it permanently colonized North America. By the mid-16th century, British ships followed Spanish and Portugal vessels along with West African coast and familiarized themselves with the trade between the Portuguese and Africans. John Hawkins, an admiral with royal backing, inaugurated the British slave trade with 3 expeditions. On his 1562 voyage, He purchased slaves from Portuguese in West Africa and sold them to the Spanish in Hispaniola at great profit, despite Spanish prohibitions. In 1567, he seized 500 Africans from where? Sierra Leone, and set off across the ocean. But the Spanish fleet, captured him in a Mexican port and destroyed many of his ships. Although he escaped, 100 of his men were left in the Bay of Mexico. Only 3 eventually returned England. One of these was 17-year-old Job Ortop, who wrote his narrative after 23 years in Spanish captivity. This is his story, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't gonna read it all to you, but there's some portions in here where you see a whole bunch of Negroes, they fled. Negroes this, Negroes that. Country with 50,000 Negroes besieging the same town. Oh, y'all want to know about it? That's Sierra Leone. He's telling you about all of these Negroes in Sierra Leone. So that's one source, right? Here's another source, and I'm doing some Mesoamerican shit. I'm gonna show y'all something. Kevin Callahan, shout out to him. University of Minnesota Department of Anthropology. This page supplies information regarding Mesoamerican civilizations. The primary groups addressed are the Maya, the Mixtec, the Zapotec, and the Aztec. Shout out to them. So in all of this, you get certain shit. You know, people talk about the Mayan calendar a lot. Okay. Well, you can understand it for yourself here. Right? They got some definitions, some references cited. This is some little stuff that you can click and link to help you out. Nothing too crazy, but just an example of what we talking about. But we use all of this stuff to deal with it. Look at that. A brief and true report of the newfound land of Virginia, Alaska's digital archives. Yep. You can deal with it. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold y'all. That source that I gave y'all in the in my article that I wrote, Refuting Dane Calloway, it's a lot of primary sources that are outside of that help us really. We could really stick it to these dudes if we really wanted to get into having like that conversation. And it can get crazy. It can get crazy because it'll eliminate their entire doctrine. Entire doctrine. All of y'all are familiar with the conquistadors, right? You know what I'm saying? They get busy, man. You just got to know how to use your resources. Look at this. Look at this. The Dutch arrive on Manhattan Island, an Indian perspective. Henry Hudson, employed by the Dutch India Company, anchored on Manhattan in 1609, traded the local Indians. Hudson then headed up the river, later named Hudson River, seeking northwest passage to Asia. Other Dutch settlers soon followed. Delawares and the Mohicans, who had been living along the coast of New Jersey and up in the Hudson River when the Dutch arrived, were driven westward by expanding European settlements. the Reverend John Heckwelder, a Moravian missionary in the Ohio Valley, took down this particular narrative in 1760s as it related to me by age and respected Delawares and Mohicans. Indian stories of the first encounters between Indians and Europeans often depicted the Europeans as the Great Manitou, or Supreme Being. This account went on to describe the trading and hospitality that followed the first encounter and the Europeans' eventual desire for land above all else. So, a long time ago, when there was no such thing known to the Indians as people with white skin, their expression, some Indians who had been out fishing, and where the sea widens, espied at a great distance something remarkable large swimming or floating on water, and such as they had never seen before. They immediately returned to the shore, praised their countrymen of what they had seen, and pressed them to go out with them and discover what it might be. Their first time seeing the ship. These together hurried out and saw to their great surprise the phenomenon, but could not agree what it might be, some concluding it either be an uncommon large fish or another animal, while others were of the opinion it must be some very large house. It's a very large house. It was a length agreed among those who were spectators that as this phenomenon moved towards the land, whether or not it was an animal or anything that had life in it, it would be well to inform all the Indians on the inhabited island of what they had seen and put them on their guard. Accordingly, they sent runners and watermen off to carry the news to their scattered chiefs, that these might send off in any direction of the warriors to come, these arriving in numbers in themselves, viewing the strange appearance, and that it was actually moving towards them. The entrance of the river Bay concluded it to be a large canoe or house, in which the great Manito, the greater supreme being himself, was, and that he probably was coming to visit them. So just a quick pause. This is why you hear this great Manito. You know, they thinking it's some old religious stuff that they own. All right. By this time, the chiefs of the different tribes were assembled on York Island and were counseling, deliberating the manner of should they receive the Manito on his arrival. Every step had been taken to be well provided with plenty of meat of sacrifice. The women were required to prepare their best victuals. Idols or images were examined and put in order. And the grand dance was supposed not only to be an agreeable entertainment for the Manito, but might, with the addition of the sacrifice, contribute towards appeasing him in the case he was angry with them. Pause. These people have prepared a sacrifice, song, dance, and everything because they were thinking that the supreme being was approaching them. Their deity, who they have been worshiping in their cultural beliefs and practices, they thought this was their deity, the one and only, the manifestation of all creation, coming to visit them. It's crazy, yo. It's crazy. The conjurers were also set to work to determine what the meaning of the phenomenon was and that what was the result would be. Both of these, and to the chiefs and the wise men of the nation, men, women, and children, were looking up for advice and protection. Between hope and fear and confusion, or dance commenced. While in the situation, fresh runners arrived, declaring it a house as various colors and crowded with living creatures. It now appears to be certain that it was the great Manito bringing them some kind of game such as they had had before. But other runners soon after arriving declared it a large house on various colors, full of people, yet a quite different color than the Indians are of. That they were also dressed in a different manner from them, and that one in particular appeared altogether red, which must be the Manito himself. They are soon hailed from the vessels, though in a language they do not understand. Yet they shout or yell in their way. Many are running off into the woods, but are pressed by others to stay, in order not to give offense to their visitors, who could find them out and might destroy them. The house or large canoe, as some will have it, stops, and counselors and compose a large circle, onto which the red cloth man with two others approach. He salutes them with friendly and countenance, and they return to salute after their manner. They are lost in admiration, both as to the color of the skin of these whites and also in the manner they dressed. Yet most of the inhabitants of him who wore red clothes, which shone with something they could not account for. He must be the great Manito, supreme being, they think, but they should have. But why should he have white skin? A large hawk hack is brought forward by the supposed Manito servant, and from this substance is poured into a small cup or glass and handed to the Manito. The expected Manito drinks, has the glass filled again, and is hands to the chief next to him to drink. The chief receives the glass, but only smelleth at it, and passes it on to the next chief, who does the same. The glass thus passes through the circle without contents being tasted by anyone, and is upon the point of being returned again to the red cloth man. When one of the number of spirited men and great warriors jumps up, herring guards the assembly of the impropriety of returning the glass with the contents in it, that the same was handed them by the Manito in order that they should drink it, as he himself had done before. That this was pleased him. Pleased him. Okay. All right, cool. But to return what he had given to them might provoke him and be the cause of them being destroyed by him. And that since he believed it was in good intention of the nation that contents offered should be drank, as no one was willing to drink it, he would let the consequence be what it was, and that it was better that for one man to die than the whole nation to be destroyed. He then took the glass and, bidding the assembly a farewell, drank it off. Every eye was fixed on the resolute companion to see what an effect this would be upon him, and he soon beginning to stagger about it, and at last dropping to the ground. The Bohemian man, he falls into a sleep, and they view him as expiring. He awakes again, jumps up, and declares that he never felt himself before so happy as after he had to drink the cup. Wishes for more. His wish was granted, and the whole assembly soon joined him and became intoxicated. So they got them drunk. This is how they meet. It's what they're saying. It's how they meet. The Supreme Manito. This is where we are in the world. Now, the reason that I read that story off to y'all, yeah, you super late, Lucky. The reason that I read that story off to y'all is because how many Aboriginals, indigenous channels have you been on, Lucky, where they're telling this story about how they encountered the white man? How many of them have you come across tell you this cultural experience that they had the very first time they got drunk? How many of them have told you that it was peaceful upon their first arrival and trade commenced, and where these trade routes were, and what was being traded between the earlier first inhabitants and the European? How many? They don't talk about that. They don't teach that. They don't understand that. They have no narrative of that. Therefore, everything is about turmoil in a so-called era of, Oh, they reconstructed everything. Bullshit. Yep, we got the Taino and the Arawak Indians around 1500s. Yes, we have all of that. The landing of Columbus. Yes, all of that. Remember, we're dealing with primary sources, ladies and gentlemen. United States history, primary sources. We have that. So, before we emerge with any more information, Big Chief Indian River. What's up, Sutek? You just woke up, then. Shit, my audio was in and out. How about my audio now? Nah, I actually was pausing. So if you didn't hear me like directly through, sometimes I was pausing. Hey, Sean, are you aware of Lucy Terra's bar fight poem? No. You always come up with some weird shit. I don't know nothing about it. What's up with the bar fight? I ain't lagging. Big Chief Indian said he okay. Appreciate it. Am I in and out? Nah, sometimes when I was reading, I was stopping and then I would continue. But I don't know nothing about lag. She was from Africa and wrote a poem about natives. Voss is the only dude that will bring up some shit and never show you the shit. He wants you to bring it up. You've been hanging around Danny too much. Bro, bring the shit up and get on the panel and talk about it. It's a ballad poem written by Lucy Terry about an attack upon two white families by Native Americans. The incident occurred in the area of Deerfield called the Bars, which was colonial term for a meadow. The poem was preserved orally and not published until 1855 in Josiah Holland's History of Western Massachusetts. It is believed to be the oldest known work of literature by an African American and is the only known work by Lucy Terry. August was the 25th, 1746. The Indians did in ambush lay some very valiant men to slay. The names of whom I'll not leave out, Samuel Allen like a hero fought. And though he was so brave and bold, his face no more shall we behold. Eliza Hawks was killed outright before he had time to fight. Before he did, the Indian C was shot and killed immediately. Oliver Asman, he was slain, which caused his friends much grief and pain. Simeon Asman, they found dead, not many roads distant from his head. Adden J. Gillett, we do hear, did lose his life with such so dear. John sadly fled across the water and thus escaped the dreadful slaughter. Eunice Allen see the Indians coming and hopes to save herself by running. And had not her petticoat stopped her, the awful creatures had not catched her. Nor Tommy hawked her on her head and left her on the ground for dead. Young Samuel Allen, Old Lack a Day was taken and carried to Canada. After the wordsley and alternate oral transmission of the poem offers an accurate location and the body count. 'Twas nigh unto Sam Dixon's mill, the Indians there 5 men did kill. After its 1855 publication, the poem was rediscovered until 1942 when it was published in Lorenzo's Green, The Negro in the Colonial New England, 1620 to 1776. Unfortunately, this youthful occasional poem is the only surviving work by Terry, who is said to have been a prolific poet. Recent scholarship has instead drawn attention to how Terry evokes her participation in the local community by recounting the names of the men and the women who fought alongside her, and how the town responded by preserving the poem and her name in their oral histories. And so, y'all know. She was an American settler and poet, kidnapped in Africa and enslaved. She was taken to Rhode Island, America. Her future husband purchased her freedom. Before their marriage in 1756, she composed the ballad poem Bars Fight, 1746 incident. It was preserved orally until published. There y'all go. That's what Vasa talking about in the chat. Yeah. Lucky, where you at, bro? You at work? While I'm waiting on Lucky to respond, anybody got anything that we talked about today or rather me go back to and discuss regarding the sources and information that we have? He said, I'm on the clock for 4 more hours. Damn, Lucky. All right, one more time. I got to mock the pseudos.
Street Sutek tried to line it up, and he was like, I don't debate y'all. Y'all too disrespectful. Aboriginal Power won't even debate Sean because he too disrespectful.
He is though. No, he really is though. I can't really like you, bro. You cool. Not a coincidence. I actually chop it up with but niggas that come off too heated and disrespectful, like I said, I'll debate you, bro. But we gotta get in the ring first. If you're gonna be disrespectful like that, at least disrespect me in the ring, bro.
Oh, God, bro.
Let's start now, bro. Can you disrespect me in a cage, bro? Like, I'd rather just do that. Then we go straight from the cage. I mean, put your ice on the way to the motherfucking computer, and we'll debate directly after that, nigga. Shit.
That's why I don't even be. Fucking with the nigga and shit. You feel me? Like, it's like, wait, bro, talk like that. We gotta get face to face with you to talk to you like that, my nigga.
Yeah, Peanut. You feel me? Go ahead, I got my brother already. Peanut, what's the word, my brother?
Yeah, I appreciate you, man, but Lucky, let me say this, man. First of all, I'm an older brother. I'm young in spirit as I stay in shape. But I'm older. I deserve respect. Don't lie on me. You're not going to get nowhere lying, because that's what's going to make you fall face first. Second of all, I'm well known in the Pan-African community. I'm not nobody new. You're younger than me. You don't know this. I didn't put in work and expose Rob Bourne, Sutek, any of them people over there. They know it deep down inside. And I'm gonna be long-winded. I'm a Moorish American. I already had back and forth with them dude. They erased videos. I'm not running from anybody. Don't ever say that stupid shit again. Third, and last but not least, I'm not losing no debate to no Pan-African. So don't ever say that shit again, famo. And that's it. Appreciate y'all, man.
You heard it. If Sean P want to debate, don't debate the champ over here, right?
Sutek wanted her. So this like it's a pecking order. It's a pecking. So Sean want you and Sutek want him. You say PMF ain't on his
No problem. There's no problem, man. Let's set up the Sutek debate, man. I don't like him anyway.
Okay, so I love that from you, brother. I love that warrior mentality.
I love to tell Sutek, tell me. There ain't nothing. My champ always in the chat. Album pop in, we'll set a topic, we'll set a date, and we'll make it pay-per-view. We'll chop it up behind the scenes, I get their contact, we make it work. You heard it right here. He ain't ducking no favors, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. He do this over here on y'all channel, but then when we get in other
Hey, all right, I will block your ass, nigga, because I'm well known for disrupting them chats over there, nigga. Stop fucking lying, nigga. You a goofy, nigga. I would never let a lame ass nigga around me in my face, clown.
You gonna block me and I don't be
It ain't no time I ain't ever been on the Pan-African channel and made my impact. Stop lying. I'm a real man, bro. Stop lying, fam. Don't do PNF like that.
PNF, he trying to trigger you, brother. And
the fuck up.
But listen, he did that to me, talking about, oh, word on the street, I'm ducking from John B. I've never even had but one conversation with this little disrespectful motherfucker.
Oh, okay, yeah, he a little lot. He like,
so he like,
Man, we are joined here by our dear brother, Old Mac Ibn Guzman Bey. Lucky.
Yeah, man. You know, I had to give a shout out to my ancestors, you know, my Aboriginal Moorish ancestors.
Boy, you crazy, boy. You crazy.
So you see, I tried to campaign for the AP, Sean P. You see, I tried.
Yeah, I ain't debating that sucker. He alive, man. He alive, bro. I guess he forgot that we still got the clips where they was disrespecting me on the panel, and when I came on that panel, they were kicking me off. Then you know what I'm saying, they was doing that whole little play that they was doing 6 months ago. We had more than one conversation, so I don't know why he acting like that. The truth of the matter is, he said he had a problem because the way I was challenging that shit initially.
Man, they trying to spin the crowd. Man, that's what they do.
Right.
They trying to spin the narrative. Because really, like when you like you said, they the most disrespectful when it comes to the information, to the back and forth. They the ones who take it off of the scholarship. So that's like, to me, that's their number one tactic. You know what I'm saying? When they feel like they got some pressure on them, they're gonna cuss you out, and then they're gonna be like, he was belligerent. We had to get him off the panel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. Crazy, man. It's crazy all the way, bro. How you want to, you know what I mean? Respect it. It is what it is, you know? Right, though. They do it, and then they stay on Africa. Like, everything they do on Africa.
Right. Specifically, they try to downplay Africa, African accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? And they don't even know nothing. That's crazy. I asked them if they knew anything about the political climate in Niger and shit like that, and they acting like I was speaking Spanish. I'm like, all right, bro, y'all got it.
Yeah, nah, they don't know that shit. They ain't paying attention to that. So here's the thing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told him, remember, I did a show a long time, about 6 months ago, not a long time ago. Remember what I said? I made it known to him. I said, every time you talk about Africa, I'm coming for you. You know what I'm saying? Till you stop talking about Africa, you start talking about everything else. And now all he is right now is a YouTube what's that shit called? YouTube hip hop reality TV show. No information.
Right.
All mixed. So yeah, to mock him up, man. You know what I'm saying? Sutek sent me the clip. You know, I ain't shit.
Yeah, I was over there for 4 hours that day, Sean. I was trying, you know, it take a long time just to get 2 words in. I sat up there for 4 hours just to get that little 5-minute conversation in.
Time out. You was on the panel for 4 hours.
I was up there for like 4 hours.
And why they? So they talked about everything but what you wanted to talk about, and you didn't interrupt one time.
No, that's why when I do interrupt, I act like how I act, because you know I be chilling, bro. I go up there, they say free smoke, Pan Africans, this and that being the title. I come up there chilling. I might put my little troll picture up or whatever because I'm chilling. And then all of a sudden, we be 3 hours into the conversation. The debate topics ain't never been picked up. The smoke ain't never started. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I told a nigga the last time I was over there, I said, bro, you got me over here pulling up on clickbait. This false advertisement. Talking about you want some smoke, we come up here and then, you know, it's a relay race.
Yeah.
I'm about done with them. That's how they know though. They be like, yo, we gonna put the smoke in the title so they can pull up. Cause I'm not even going over there if you're not trying to engage. That shit is lame. But he done, like I said, he done figured out a way. Now he know they gonna engage if I put the title like that. So I'm gonna keep the title like that. And then PNF talking about he be disrupting the panels and shit. I'm like, brother, you are a non-factor, bro. What are you talking about? The same nigga talking about we got 47 chromosomes, talking about that Pan-Africans know about him deep down. It's like, brother, no.
That's the dude who said that?
Yeah, that's who said that.
Initially, he's the one who said that we got 47 chromosomes, not 46.
Yeah, he said we had 47. He said he called it Superman syndrome and you know all of that.
Was that the explanation for 6 fingers and all that?
It might have came up that time because I remember Shot's son was on the panel. That might have been around that conversation. He was trying to prove that black Americans. Yeah, he that guy. That's why I'm like, bro. And AP calling him the champ. It's like, fam, you hitching your horse to this wagon?
Yeah, they crazy, bro. They all the way crazy. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like the reality of it is this: like, what you gonna do? Like, if push come to shove, what you gonna do? Where you at? They ain't got no evidence, bro.
Yeah, that's why they do what they do. They keep the spotlight away from them. They don't have genealogy. They don't have data. They don't got DNA. Like you said, it's a reality show. That's why when I go up there, I already know what I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
Low budget, you know what I'm saying? No real bad camera angles. You know what I'm saying? That type of party.
Some dude left a comment. So where are the ships that travel to? Oh, that's Barry. Who is Barry Payton?
He be in all the chat.
Barry Payton?
Yeah. I think I seen him from Not a Coincidence channel.
Who he be? What he be arguing?
He on our side, from what I can tell.
Nah, that's the other Beard.
Oh, you talking about Barry Payton? Which one are you talking about?
Oh, Beard, the other Beard in the chat. I don't know. Somebody said, well, the ships, the travel. Oh, he being funny. Oh, I got you. He was being funny on that. Yeah, I got you. Shit, I was looking at one of his comments.
Yeah, they got a little bit left in the tank. That's what it's looking like to me, Sean. They got a little bit left in the tank. You know, they sputtering out of control right now.
Mm.
They got Ali Muhammad. He had a last ditch effort. He's starting to do relationship advice. You know what I'm saying? Like
What? Wait.
he
What?
giving up. Yeah, he the relationship guru on Fridays now, or Wednesdays, or whatever he got going on. So they branching out. They know this Aboriginal stuff. It's a
You talking about?
fad.
You talking about the dude who literally was found out by his wife about some abuse that he was. Oh, never mind. I ain't getting into that. Okay, all right. That's what he said. That's what he say.
No, it's a whole lane for that. You know, the love guru that ain't got a wife. I guess. All right, man.
So, all right. So yesterday there was supposed to be a debate after the first reschedule. So it was rescheduled once, and and then it was supposed to happen yesterday. So now is it rescheduled again?
Oh, I don't even know what's going on. I ain't even pay attention yesterday.
And there's a reason why these dudes want to go on Aboriginal Power pseudo ass channel, because they, you know what I'm saying, they try to not only build up the channel, but he want the attention on him. That's why I don't understand why people even it go there, deal with that shit.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But look, Truth Seeker ain't got time to debate, but he got time to be on a panel for 4 hours with Aboriginal Power. He literally on the channel, bro. I'm looking at yesterday's stream because I'm trying to find YK and see if YK show up to deal with if they're gonna get into rescheduling the debate. And I don't see YK yet. Hold up, there go YK. Okay, so at the 2 hour mark, what was it, a little bit before that? Is YK on camera? Yeah, YK come on camera.
You talking about yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even click on it. I seen that they was live, but I was at work all day and I got off. I had to do some other shit.
I can't defend no side on this. Hold on, brother Damu, because I don't want to go in on you neither. What I said.
Oh, it ain't gonna go that way because I'm always respect you. No,
listen, what I said to her needs no response from anyone on this motherfucking panel. We can continue. We keep being.
You have to have some form of power, right? If you.
Because Truth was in the hospital all night. He's gonna have to.
Now he was in the hospital all night. Listen to this shit, bro. Listen to this shit. Just listen to this shit.
Morning, but I figured you'll see the video, but we're gonna have to reset the debate. All right.
Wow, what's going on, man?
Mainly because we ain't had enough time to promote, but most importantly because Truth was in the hospital all night. He's gonna have to have surgery. So we're gonna have to
our prayers from Temple 7 get filed for this brother. And for all the Moors, other Moors 19.
But yeah, so it ain't off. We just gonna have to reset it to like maybe it's the 20.
So they Moors. So they all Moors. Lucky.
Yeah, that's what I've been telling you, Sean. Sometimes niggas think I be trolling.
They admit they Moors.
Yeah, they all Moors. They been admitting it, and some of them do that paperwork stuff.
Yeah, all the pseudo shit.
Yeah, they all do the SF-181 packet scam.
Okay, let me hit this button because we got YK the truth now. He came on the panel at the 2-hour mark, shaking his head. Let's see what YK say.
Eighth already, so maybe like the 4th, which is the following week, the following weekend. So either the 4th or the 11th, which is a week or 2 weeks from now.
Yo, you know that's not a good look, but I hope the brother get better. Cause man, hold on, bro. I wasn't talking to you.
Nah, you gotta.
I had a debate. Hold on, bro. When I had a debate, when I had a debate with AP, I damn near could fucking speak, bro. My shit was hoarse. I didn't call out. I was feeling very bad. So
did you have to get surgery?
Bro, he online right now though. I see his name. If it was that bad, why
he was showing us he was in the hospital and shit.
Come on, bro. That's not a good look. But hey, whenever you want to do it, we can do it. I'm not even tripping though. I hope you get better, but I'm just saying it's not a good look. That the last
have a preliminary preliminary conversation with me later on.
Hold on, bro. Yeah, of course.
Hold on.
Have a preliminary conversation with me later on.
Hold on, bro. Yeah, of course. Now, if I would have did that, everybody would have said I would have been ducking. Yeah, I was at plasma, and I still got a job. So what are you saying? Half the niggas that do plasma still work. What are you saying? So
this man got gallbladder issues. That ain't got nothing to do with going to work.
Hold on, bro.
He been on this fucking panel for 2 hours before YK pull up, and now he talking about hold on, and he been talking. That's what I'm saying, yo. Like, what's the deal?
Nah, he telling the whole truth too. YK, I remember when YK had the debate, AP, he was sick as hell. He had came on and was like, basically, nigga ain't even have his voice. He down there had COVID, how he was sounding, and he still had the debate. So I already knew how they was giving it up. YK was not gonna be like, hell no, bro. Y'all not finna just slide out of here like that. That's crazy. And then you hear him, he said, AP said, mainly we need more time. And most importantly, truth don't feel good. What? Which one is it, gang? Is it mainly or is it most importantly?
But I thought Truth had all this knowledge though. Remember, he graduated from college. And his family owned land in Louisiana, and he wasn't no slave, and he was this. I remember all his lies. Then he moved out to California. Then he saw fucking old Mac heads in California on a mountain trail. That when the sun go down, it show reflections of jaguars, and then next thing you know, 3 days later, he in Chicago, Illinois, somewhere. So I'm confused. Let me play this real quick, left.
I'm not trying to throw no shots, nigga.
Hold on, True.
Yeah, because I'm not finna yell with this nigga, bro. My motherfucking rib hurt.
I want to let YK say.
I'm not finna yell with this nigga, man. My motherfucking rib hurt. We don't believe you. You need more people. You said you seen Olmec heads on a trail in Northern California, bruh, that reflect jaguars when the sun go down. You think we finna believe your ribs hurt? You think we finna believe you can't use your mouth? You've been on this panel for 2+ hours talking. And if I keep scrolling through, I'm pretty sure you don't hop out into the 3-hour mark. YK stay up there because he want to smoke. I don't know how he do it, but he do. Y'all start talking evolution. That's why YK stay up there. So you run from YK and hop off the panel. Yeah, you hop off the panel somewhere around this exchange right here, I see. Yeah, you duck out. Yeah, you duck. Let's see you run. Let's see you run like a little punk.
What do you want to say all the way out? And I'm gonna let you fully respond, big brother. True.
Like I said, I hope you get better, bro. But it's a coincidence that you were just talking to me 2 days ago. So now the day of the debate, you want to pull this card. It's cool though. I hope you get better, and I hope our future date you don't pull this, and we can actually get it because I'm ready for you. Like I'm trying to give everybody a good show, a good debate.
Right.
So I hope now you get more time to come and get your slides together, because I heard you saying you don't even know how to put a slide together. So maybe it could be that you just don't, you ain't got shit for me.
You done? You done, bro? Cause I ain't got the energy to be yelling at the motherfucker. Nigga, I've been in the hospital since 11 o'clock at night. Two, bro. Nigga, I've been told AP, nigga, when I left Memphis, I've been sick this whole motherfucking time since I've been out here in Cali.
Now. Lucky, is you still here? Lucky.
Yeah, I'm here.
You know what I'm finna say, right?
Nah, what's up?
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. So he said he been sick the whole time he been in Memphis, bro. I'm in Nashville. Remember, he want to fight me so bad. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
I'm in Nashville. Why he wasn't trying to say nothing the whole time that he knew he could have been got. He never said he was in Memphis. Remember the last time he said he was in Chicago. So I'm confused. Now he's saying that he been sick the whole time. What did he say? He in Cali.
Yeah, I don't know for sure. I think the brother drive trucks or something, because he definitely be on the road all the time.
Bro, this dude a liar, bro. I don't believe nothing he say, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't care what he do. I don't care what his occupation is. It just sound like a liar, bro.
Yeah, that old Mac Jaguar shadow, that shit do rub a nigga the wrong way.
This dude is always lying, bro, and be on every live stream AP on. They up there, they can't even formulate an argument against YK because they trying to put together their own shit. All they can do is try to point fingers. Listen to this shit. Let's listen. Yeah. Look what she's saying in the chat. Look what Melanated saying in the chat. Facts, Melanated. Facts. Needing surgery is bad. What the hell? He talking from the hospital. Facts. We don't know what. That's what I'm saying. Like he a liar. Let me hit this play button.
Nigga, I ain't finna. What the fuck you think I'm gonna go to the hospital to duck you in the debate? Like, nigga, like we at the job or some shit, bro. What the fuck is you, a goofy or some shit, nigga? Like, man.
By the way, YK ain't near his computer. He ain't hearing nothing dude's saying. And dude know he ain't near his computer. Now, I want y'all to recall this shit. That they just said that I was disrespectful. They don't want to debate me or talk to me or whatever the case may be because I'm mad disrespectful. That's what they said. But the second Truth get the microphone to talk, YK ain't called him out his name. YK challenged the validity of his claim. Oh, it's kind of a coincidence you sick now, yada, 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 yada. And then he comes on and he says this out his own mouth. The hypocrisy in these Negroes.
Motherfucker. Nigga, I've been in the hospital since 11 o'clock at night. Two, bro. Nigga, I've been told AP, nigga, when I left Memphis, I've been sick this whole motherfucking time since I've been out here in Cali. Nigga, I ain't finna. What the fuck you think I'm gonna go to the hospital to duck you in the debate? Like, nigga, like we at the job or some shit, bro. What the fuck is you, a goofy or some shit, nigga? Like, man, I don't want to debate this nigga, so let me go fake an illness in the motherfucking hospital. Like, bro, like you think too highly of yourself. I don't even know who the fuck you is,
you a grown ass nigga, man. You pay taxes, man. You gotta explain that to him.
Because I ain't really got the energy to be
let Truth
talking too loud, bro.
He can't really yell.
So, like I said, bro, nigga, when I told AP yesterday when he was like, man, why you ain't got that much energy? Man, you know I've been sick. My side got the banging. I went into the hospital. I just got out like an hour ago. I gotta go in.
He got out an hour ago and been on the live stream since your boy did his show, bro. Look, you think I'm making it up? He show up right here, 40 minutes into this show, he pops up. So you know he was in the chat. You telling me, bro, that you just got out of hospital an hour ago. You've been on the show since the 40-minute mark. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes into the show. So that let me know that you've been on the show at least an hour and 20 minutes. So you 20 minutes beyond an hour ago, bro. Are y'all not paying attention to him lying? He said he just got out of the hospital an hour ago. He on the show at the 40-minute mark. We at the 2 hour and 15-minute point. Correct me if I'm wrong. Does that sound like an hour and 25
Yeah,
minutes?
he sound like he still had the IV bag or whatever going on.
I ain't a liar, bro. Told you a liar. You a liar, bro.
All right, so he's saying he was. So he's saying he was sick. That's why. Oh, matter of fact, go ahead. Just play. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm gonna run it back.
Okay, say what he want to say all the way out, and I'm gonna let you fully respond, big brother. True.
Like I said, I hope you get better, bro. But it's a coincidence that you were just talking to me 2 days ago. So now, the day of the debate, you want to pull this card. It's cool though. I hope you get better, and I hope our future date you don't pull this, and we can actually get it because I'm ready for you. Like I'm trying to give everybody a good show, a good debate.
Right.
So I hope now you get more time to come and get your slides together, because I heard you saying you don't even know how to put a slide together. So maybe it could be that you just don't, you ain't got shit for me.
You done? You done, bro? Cause I ain't got the energy to be yelling at the motherfucker. Nigga, I've been in the hospital since 11 o'clock at night. Two, bro. Nigga, I've been told AP, nigga, when I left Memphis, I've been sick this whole motherfucking time since I've been out here in Cali. Nigga, I ain't finna, what the fuck you think I'm gonna go to the hospital to duck you in the debate? Like, nigga, like we at the job or some shit, bro. What the fuck is you, a goofy or some shit, nigga? Like, man, I don't want to debate this nigga, so let me go fake an illness in the motherfucking hospital. Like, bro, like you think too highly of yourself. I don't even know who the fuck you is,
you're a
bro.
grown ass nigga, man. You pay taxes, man.
Hold
You gotta explain that to him.
because I ain't really got the energy to be
let True
talking
get
too
it out.
loud.
He can't really
All
yell.
right. So, like I said, bro, nigga, when I told AP yesterday when he was like, man, why you ain't got that much energy? Man, you know I've been sick. My side got the banging. I went into the hospital. I just got out like an hour ago. I gotta go in Monday to set up the surgery date and shit to get these gallstones removed, nigga.
Lucky. You heard him?
So what he say? He got kidney stones?
Gallstones.
Gallstones. What's that? You know, I'm 27.
I'm thinking that he's trying to say kidney stone. So the usual treatment for gallstones is surgery to remove the gallbladder. He said he got to get gallstones removed. Doctors sometimes can use non-surgical treatments to treat cholesterol stones, but pigment stones usually require surgery. What is the fastest way to dissolve gallstones? If you can't or don't want to undergo surgery and your gallstones are small, one option is to take neosodial, a naturally occurring bile acid that helps dissolve cholesterol stones and taken by mouth 2 to 4 times a day.
Yeah, so I'm officially I'm taking the position of I don't believe it either.
Bro, one more time. Let me put it on the screen. They would have to remove your gallbladder, bro, or you're gonna keep having gallstones. He said they gonna remove the stones, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, I ain't never heard nobody like using that type of terminology. Like you said, I done heard that's why I said, he got kidney stones? Because I know about kidney stones, and I know niggas might gotta get a surgery on their gallbladder or something like that. But I ain't never heard of no getting gallstones removed or whatever he said. But I could just be an ignorant nigga. I don't know.
What are gallstones? Gallstones are hard particles that develop in the gallbladder. The gallbladder is small, pear-shaped organ located in the upper right of the abdomen, the area between the chest and the hips, below the liver. Gallstones can range in size from a grain of salt to a golf ball. The gallbladder can develop a single large gallstone, hundreds of tiny stones, or both small and large. Gallstones can cause sudden pain in the upper right abdomen. This pain, called a gallbladder attack or biliary colic, occurs when gallstones block the ducts of the biliary tract. Then it tells us what that tract is. What causes gallstones? Who is at risk? Look at this. Women are more likely to develop gallstones than men. Extra estrogen can increase cholesterol levels in the bile and decrease gallbladder contractions. So the brother got a lot of estrogen going on in his diet, in his biological makeup. He been popping birth control pills. What he been doing over there, brother Truth Seeker? Huh? Obesity. You ain't obese. Rapid weight loss. That ain't happening. Diet. Certain essential diseases. Oh, you got some diseases we don't know about? Metabolic syndrome, diabetes, and insulin. Maybe you diabetic. Let's give you that. What are the symptoms? Many people with gallstones do not have symptoms. Gallstones that do not cause symptoms are called asymptomatic or silent gallstones. If gallstones block the bile ducts, pressure increases in the gallbladder, causing a gallbladder attack. It has to be removed. You have to remove the gallstones. You cannot just remove the stones. So you get an ultrasound, you get a CT scan, you get an MRI, you get a chlorosyngraphy, you get an endoscopic retrograde pancreatography. If gallstones are not causing symptoms, no treatment is usually needed. The usual treatment for gallstones is surgery to remove the gallbladder, period, point blank. Remove the gallbladder. If a person cannot undergo surgery, non-surgical treatments may be used to dissolve cholesterol gallstones. A healthcare provider may use ERCP to remove stones in people who cannot undergo surgery. So is he saying that he can't undergo surgery? So he gonna get these stones removed and they're gonna keep coming back. I ain't even gonna count. They'll keep coming back. So I'm confused, bro. I think he a habitual liar. But let's hear him out. Let him finish his diatribe, as they say.
Nigga, this shit hurt. This ain't dealing with no motherfucking cold where you can go take no motherfucking halls and shit, bro. If you had these fucking problems, you will know this some real fucking pain. I'm not finna be over talking none of you niggas, bro, because I ain't got the energy for it, nigga. Nigga, I'm still hurting. So, like I said, bro, I told AP to put you on a call so we could talk. We ain't gotta do this shit live. Only reason why I'm on this live right now is because some dusty mop-head ass bitch wished ill will on my motherfucking health, nigga. Other than that, nigga, I wouldn't even be up here. But we're definitely gonna get that debate in. I'm definitely.
Remember, they ain't disrespectful, right? They ain't disrespectful. But he said he on the show because of some dusty motherfucker.
Ill on my motherfucking health, nigga. Other than that, nigga, I wouldn't even be up here. But we're definitely gonna get that debate in. I'm definitely gonna smoke the fuck out of you now, because you just try to make it seem like, nigga, I went into the hospital to duck a nigga that I don't even fucking know. Like, nigga, I don't know you. Who the fuck is you, bro? Like, nigga, that's weird as shit. But you know, man, it's all good though. When I smoke your ass, nigga, you gonna see why they call me the truth, nigga. And I'm gonna leave that shit at that, nigga. I'm finna take this motherfucking medicine and finally get some fucking sleep, nigga.
You sound rest up.
You sound very good to me.
Take that head off. That's
you don't
right.
sound like you in no pain. Stop running.
Wow.
Hey, look, you weird, fat looking motherfucker.
It don't.
See? See what I'm saying? What'd he call him?
To take this motherfucking medicine and finally get some fucking sleep, nigga.
Screenshot coming.
You sound
rest up.
You sound very good to me.
Take that head off. That's
you don't
right.
sound like you in no pain. Stop running.
Wow.
Hey, look, you weird, fat looking motherfucker.
It don't
you
matter.
You don't see this shit on my motherfucking wrist, nigga?
Of
the
course.
fuck is you talking about, nigga?
Look.
Hey, that nigga doing the Shador, nigga. That nigga doing the Shador. How we know you know that's nigga, yo?
Man, that's not even, like you said, that's a terrible look, bro. You just, they trash, man. I don't even know where to begin. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're inconsistent with your story. You know what I mean? You're being belligerent. You know what I'm saying? You're doing a lot right now, brother. But you're saying that you're not gonna debate other people because of how they act. It's really confusing. It's very confusing.
Okay, so you on the panel. Now the coincidence is not here. So what about the time he came on the panel and said, man, he ain't even trying to argue with nobody. He ain't trying to do none of that shit. I came on the panel. I ain't say nothing to this dude. And the first time I opened my mouth, he started cussing me out, calling me names, bitches, hoes, all that old shit. You remember that? It's on Not a Coincidence channel.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think that wasn't that when y'all was supposed to meet up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember that little showdown.
You nigga. I'm like, man, I'm not even talking to you, dude. Who was he talking to? He just kept talking, and Not a Coincidence. Like, yo, you just said you ain't even trying to do all of that. You turned it around soon. You started all of that. The hypocrites, bro.
Right, they always got a reason. Ain't nothing worse than a nigga with a reason.
Yeah, don't worry. I just got your picture, nigga. I'm gonna make your goofy ass, nigga.
So it's official. So he pushed the debate back because of the gallbladder or whatever he said. But like YK pointed out, he didn't have his slides ready, and AP said they hadn't been doing any promotion. So it just comes off very, very very disingenuous, bro. Like you putting away too many disclaimers. You know what I'm saying? You putting out too many like I said, disclaimers to where it's like you can't even get a post on what you're trying to actually say. We just know you running.
Yep. Craziness. Hold on, let's hear him out though. He got a little more before he drop off.
Look. You know what he gonna do? That's what
you think I really went to the hospital.
Hold on. That's what you do. That's what you do when you don't want to go to work. You go to the hospital. Yeah, when you want that day off, and you gonna get that doc. That's what you just
I did that for YK, a nigga. I don't know,
You're
bro.
working on yourself. Don't let nothing upset you. Cut it off.
You sound real
so let's
fucking
get it right
retarded,
now,
right,
then.
my nigga?
Let's get it right now, then.
The fuck you mean get it right now, nigga?
You
Like, nigga, I ain't even fucking been
But
asleep
you ain't got
yet,
no
my
slides.
nigga.
You need more time. My dog ate my homework. That's what we doing.
What you mean? I got no. I'm out the hospital.
He out the hospital.
I just got my medicine. I'm at home now.
Look,
like, bro, your ass a fucking weird.
I'm sorry. Listen. I'm sorry to the people.
Bro.
I'm sorry to the people who wanted to debate today. I was gonna bring that fire. Let the brother heal up. I'm not trying to, go there. I hope you feel better. We gonna set the day up, and please pull up. Take your time, get your shit together, get your health right, bro. I'm just talking shit right now.
No,
get your shit right.
It's all good. Look, it's all good, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I told AP to put you on a call, nigga. You feel me? So we can set this shit up. Like I say, bro, I've been sick since I left Memphis. You remember when we set this up, I told you I'm going to Memphis, then Cali. I'm in Cali now. I've been sick of it since I left Memphis. You feel me? I had to go in.
If we go back and we play this shit again, it's weird, bro. It's weird.
And today, I've been dealing with this shit for 5 days straight. This shit ain't passing. I had to go get checked out, and now I know why. You feel me? So we gonna get it in, bro. And I'm gonna give you what you asking for. You ain't gonna have to wait no month, and we ain't gonna have to wait down the line like, oh, this is an excuse to duck or none of that shit, bro. You ain't gonna have to wait no month, none of this shit.
Truth, bro. I woke up dancing, bro. I woke up dancing like, today is the day.
You
like I really wanted to do this shit, but hey, we don't always get what we want. You feel me? So just heal up. Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, bro.
Yo.
All right, y'all. All right, bet.
Why can't we just share information versus compete against one another?
I want to beat them up, OG. No offense. I want to beat them. We got to do some punching with this information. Both of us is. You feel me? And respectfully though, this ain't no hate.
Well, y'all said it's a boxing match. I understand.
The man you see how hypocritical he is, and then Damu said, "Well, you said it's a boxing match. Why we just can't share the information?" Then he's like, "No, I want to beat him up." Respectfully though, you just disrespected the man. You didn't call him fat. You didn't call niggas. You didn't call him punk. Who you fuck? You done did all of that, bro. You done did all of that. And YK didn't say nothing in response to none of that. Not an inch of it. And now it's this.
And boxing, I understand martial arts, I understand all that. It's combat. Well, hey, wow. Yeah.
I'm trying to get like PML, bro. I want to be 4-0 on the board and shit.
What?
But he ain't nobody to duck anyway. Stop insulting Aboriginals. For real.
PNF
ain't nobody losing no more debates to no Africans. Y'all don't even know what Africa or black mean, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God, damn! I didn't know PNF was on this panel the whole time. Like, be quiet. Oh, punk PNF.
But listen, let me just say this real quick. YK the Truth Slides, he's overloaded from what I just seen. So I think it's gonna be a good debate.
I ain't know. They might build something in the truth.
That you don't know what evolution is. Evolution don't say we come from monkeys. Evolution say us and monkeys have a common ancestor and we've evolved on different paths. So whenever you got to be careful of saying that, because it shows the world your ignorance of what something is. That's all I'm gonna say, brother.
Okay. And even that, the science of the DNA, I don't object to it. But it's something that's added to us that's different than any other creation. We came into something and developed into something else. It's like, for instance, if I ask anybody on this panel, any of y'all think y'all got Neanderthal in y'all DNA?
I think the whole Neanderthal theory that's implemented into the evolutionary timeline is
Neanderthal theory? Who the fuck is these dudes?
Everything is a theory. Yeah, everything is a theory, and nothing is a fact. Except the theories that they come up with.
Well, I'm supposed to debate this guy.
I guess that's how they frame it.
Let me hear this shit again. Let me hear this.
inaccurate. Not saying that those specimens didn't exist. I'm saying that there ain't no different than us. I'm saying they was regular people, and we can find genetic mutation.
Time out. Neanderthals, regular people. Does he understand that Homo sapiens? Does he know what a modern human is and an archaic human is?
No, he's gonna say they don't exist. Only modern humans exist.
Nah, he just said that they were just regular humans.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't believe that there was a such thing as an archaic or a Lucy or none of that. He says humans been humans, and everything that's not a human is not a human. That's how they talk.
All right, so okay, so let's look at it like this, right? Would you say that children today are more advanced than children in the early 1900s?
I would say yes. One would argue yes.
Because of their access to science and technology. You agree?
Right. Because of access to tools and technology for sure.
They didn't have them. They can get shit quicker. They can resolve things that took way more time to resolve. They used to cook for hours. Now you can cook in minutes.
Sean, when you start to make too much sense, you lose the elbows. That made too much sense just then.
Let me hear this fool, bro.
That can alter one's look as well. So I'm just saying that these are regular humans. We've been around. Ain't no such thing as no damn Neanderthal hominids. It's only been humans. So they making up this hominid species to prove a Darwinian theory. That's just undermining.
No, the fuck.
See what I'm saying? I already knew where the nigga was going.
He said that's just his theory. I want to name a show called The Theory of Aboriginal Power.
But that's the thing, though, Sean. I done had the conversation with them about their so-called theories, and I don't even know if we can qualify them as theories because, like, you would have to have the intent to disprove or prove it. You know what I mean? And they don't have that intent.
No,
they just want to say shit.
It's definitely not a theory, bro. It's a guess. It's not even a hypothesis. It's not an educated guess. It's just a guess. Let me hit this play.
I'm talking about us. I'm talking about humans like us.
Yeah, humans, anatomically modern, correct humans. Right. This is what the data says. I'm not gonna pull up my sources right now. We're having listen, I got a whole bill where I show almost all this data and the primaries, what universities, who's the archaeologists, who's the geological surveys that was there, and all this, bro. So, all right, did a whole pay-per-view.
They have the tar. You know what, AP, and you on the money. They got a place in Los Angeles. They got a place in Los Angeles, California, called the Tar Pits, and they in California. As a matter of fact, in Los Angeles, to be exact, and they got this archaeological site to go all the way past the dinosaurs, talking about how old this landmass over here is. And so you know y'all on the money. I mean, to say that people right or wrong. But what you're saying is you talking what my son's language is that graduated out of a place called Case Western Reserve. And he's in the history. And that history he had his bachelor's in sociology was they were all into that archaeology of going into ancient artifacts and stuff like that. And they had to travel to a few places. They had to travel outside the country to Egypt. They ain't giving you no passes like that. So he went into the place called the Sudan. Then they came over here to the Americas, where they was dealing with the stuff with the Aztecs and the Mayas.
Whoa,
and he happened to go.
whoa, hold up. What did he say?
Had to travel to a few places. They had to travel outside the country to Egypt. They ain't giving you no passes like that. So he went into the place called the Sudan. Then they came over here to the Americas, where they was dealing with the stuff with the Aztecs and the Mayas. And he happened to go to California because his auntie, which my sister, called him to come on down.
You're right. And see what they doing.
Yeah.
What they doing, big brother Don Muel, is they practicing Eurocentrism, and it has evolved into what
Eurocentrism. What is Eurocentrism? What is Eurocentrism? Worldview, mindset, rhetorical orientation that centers European or white ways of knowing as sole, central, and superior to all others. Ladies and gentlemen, the whole evolutionary theory, you know what it does? It proves that the black man, African, the Negro, listen to me very closely, were the first people to popularize the planet. Why? How is that practicing Eurocentrism? How is that giving up Eurocentrism? You know what is against that? That is the creation of eugenics. Eugenics is the counter that, and to say that these people are beneath them. These people spent their whole lives creating this diatribe of Eurocentric ideology to counter everything else, to make them more superior than all others. And here we are with evolution, the study of the evolution of mankind. And it points to the continent of Africa. And we're sitting over here and we're like, oh, that's Eurocentrism. When you don't know what Eurocentrism is, bro.
Yeah, they Eurocentric.
In every thought of the way. The behaviors are the same, bro. It's crazy. I never seen. Let me hit the button.
What we call uniformitarianism. You see what I'm saying?
What?
Which most people.
Hold on, say that again. Y'all don't even know what you over there trying to Google some shit.
And it has evolved into what we call uniformitarianism. You see what I'm saying? Which most people don't know, is the doctrine of uniformity of uninformationitarian principles. It's the assumption that the same natural laws and processes that operate in our present day scientific.
Okay, uniformitarianism, right? Y'all heard what he just said. So let's just get a simple definition of uniformitarianism. Motherfucker, boy. Uniformitarianism is the idea that Earth has always changed in a uniform way and that the present is the key to the past. The principle of uniformitarianism is essential to understanding Earth's history. Okay, that ain't good enough. Let's keep it basic. Let's go to an actual definition. Let's go to Wiki. What does Wiki say? Right? Uniformitarianism, also known as the doctrine of uniformity or uniform principle. Let's listen to AP again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's listen to him again, and we're going to go back to.
I don't hear the audio, Sean.
You see what I'm saying? Which most people don't know, is and it has evolved into what we call uniformitarianism. You see what I'm saying? Which most people don't know, is the doctrine of uniformity of uninformationitarian principles is the assumption that the same natural laws and processes that operate in our present day of scientific observation has always been observed in the universe in the past, and that it applies to the universe, which it doesn't. Because
now pause. Now he added on at the end. Now listen, when I told y'all that he was looking up some shit, he was looking up the shit. And let's see what it says, because he tried to change it. Uniformitarianism, also known as the doctrine of uniformity or uniformitarian principle. He tried to say uninformitarian principle. You don't believe me? Let's go back and let's hear it again. See, this is how you catch him. This is why he does not like me. I am methodical in my approach toward disproving his bullshit.
And it has evolved into what we call uniformitarianism. You see what I'm saying? Which, if most people don't know, is the doctrine of uniformity of uninformationitarian principle.
What did he say it was? The doctrine of uninformity. Does it say that, ladies and gentlemen? No, it says uniformity. It's the same word. See, y'all don't be listening. I be listening. Y'all missed it. I be paying attention. You got to pay attention. Listen to him one more time. One more time for the listening audience in the back. Listen to the slick shit he does right here.
Called uniformitarianism. You see what I'm saying? Which, if most people don't know, is the doctrine of uniformity of uninformationitarian principles.
He said uninformation of Itarian principle. Does it say that in the wiki article that he is reading? No, it does not. It's the same word. It's the same word. Uniformitarian principle, uniformity, uniformitarianism. It's the same word, but he goes back and he does this deliberately so that he can spice it up and make it mean what he wanted to mean. And he don't even know what it means because he looking the shit up.
I want him to hear pronounce it again.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Here we go. He said a uniform, a terrorism, and then he turns around and the same word he fucks up. Uninformation and a Terrium principle. Where the fuck is that at? Where is that at? Let me do it again. One more.
Dealing with the stuff with the Aztecs and the Mayas, and he happened to go to California because his auntie, which my sister, called him to come on down.
You're right. And see what they doing.
Yeah.
What they doing, big brother Don Muel, is they practicing Eurocentrism, and it has evolved into what we call uniformitarianism. You see what I'm saying? Which, if most people don't know, is the doctrine of uniformity of uninformationitarian principles. It's the
uninformation. Where's the uninformation?
I didn't even know that was. I didn't even know you could use that like that. Bro. Is he speaking a complete sentence? That shit sounded like a fragment. I didn't even.
Bro.
He said the uniform. He said something. Then he said it's uninformed. What he said? Ununiformed. He said uninformation. Yo, Sean. Hey, listen, bro. I smoke a lot of weed, bro. I ain't never heard, or have I never said uninformation before in my life. Like that's some other shit. Like that ain't what I be doing.
Bro, one more time. Motherfucker think we crazy, bro. You gotta catch him. You have to catch him, bro.
And it has evolved into what we call uniformitarianism. You see what I'm saying? Which, if most people don't know, is the doctrine of uniformity of uninformationitarian principles. It's the assumption that the same natural laws and processes that operate in our present day of scientific observation has always been operating. And it has evolved into what we call uniformitarianism. You see what I'm saying? Which, if most people don't know, is the doctrine of uniformity of uninformationitarian.
Okay, so we heard him 3 or 4 times, right? We heard him 3 or 4 times. We heard him. He deliberately said uninformation. Uninformation. So here it is. It is the assumption that the same natural laws and processes that operate in our present day scientific observation always operated in the universe in the past and apply everywhere in the universe. It applies everywhere in the universe. It refers to invariance in the metaphysical principles of underpinning science, such as a constants of cause and effect throughout space and time, but has always been used to describe spatiotemporal invariance of physical laws. Though an unprovable postulate that cannot be verified using the scientific method, some consider the uniformitarianism should be a required first principle of scientific research. Other scientists disagree and consider that nature is not absolutely uniform, even though it does exhibit certain regularities. What is it referring to? In geology, uniformitarianism has included the gradualistic concept that the present is the key to the past, and that geological events occur at the same rate now as they have always done. Though many modern geologists no longer hold to a strict gradualism, coined by William Whewell, it was originally proposed in contrast to catastrophism by British naturalists in the late 18th century, starting with the work of the geologist James Hutton in his many books, The Theory of the Earth. Hutton's work was later refined by scientists as John Playfair and popularized by geologists. When he was having a conversation with YK the Truth, just now in that little segment, he was Googling shit. And he had y'all thinking that he was on to some shit. No, he doesn't understand it. Because, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Man, I am not trying to donate. The early conceptions likely had little influence on the 18th century of the geological. Close, bro. Get out of here. Geological explanations for the formation of the earth. All you got to do is just keep reading to find out what they're talking about. And he just tripping. Yo, not a coincidence. I ain't picking on him. He picking on himself. He said that dumbass, uninformation ass shit. We can clip that. We can clip this and find out what is, as a matter of fact, what is uninformation. Listen.
Yeah, that's his new name. Hey, big aboriginal uninformation. A big uninformation man.
We can't even get look, unwanted, useless, or untrue information, misinformation. That's what he is. He missed a big aboriginal uninformation. Him and the truth seeker, which I got your picture now, nigga. I'm gonna make a meme out of your sucker ass. You run around here trying to talk shit. Uninformation. Yo, we cannot make this up. He took this whole word, bro, and made it something else. I never seen that before. Can somebody show me in what he read, where he get this from? He didn't go to this source. He didn't go to this source because this source don't say that. But we
so Sean, I can almost guarantee you that he probably typed it in on the Google search and was reading from the search page. You know?
It don't say that on the search page.
I don't foresee him clicking a link and scrolling. I just don't see that. CRNB.
Boy, shoot up,
but it used to be like they used to be working harder, you know. And what I've noticed, it's very lackluster these days. Very lackluster.
Let's see how it's
principles is the assumption that the same natural laws and processes that operate in our present day of scientific observation has always been operated in the universe in the past, and that it applies to the universe, which it doesn't, because we know things change. So you're not able to equate that.
Things do change. You're absolutely right. Things do change, right? But we know, how do we know when things change? I want y'all to ask yourself this question when you're listening to these dudes talk. How do you know when things change? You had to observe something one day to notice that it changed the next day. What does the damn shit say, man? It is the assumption that the same natural laws and processes that operate in our present day scientific observation have always operated in the universe in the past and apply everywhere in the universe. So in your scientific observation is the only way that if you're not studying the information accurately, you're not going to recognize change. When they're referring to the unconformity, right? When you're dealing with uninformitarian principle, you're dealing with, from a geological perspective, they're looking at the ground. That's how they're dating it, and they can do all of these other things. See, what you fail to realize is you just want to deny something so bad that you say this dumbass shit. And continue saying this dumb shit.
See what I'm saying? So, and this is what science used within their scientific format, and they peeled up these barriers where we can't challenge it. You see what I'm saying? Meaning they're hijacked. You see what I'm saying? By almost what we would now call a religious ideology. Because there's a
wait a minute, religious ideology. I knew it was coming, but hold on. Let's come back to it.
Oh, this landmass over here is, and so you know y'all on the money. I mean, to say that people right or wrong, but what you're saying is you talking what my son's language is, that graduated out of a place called Case Western Reserve, and he's in history. In that history, he had his bachelor's in sociology. Was they were all into that archaeology of going into ancient artifacts and stuff like that, and they had to travel to a few places. They had to travel outside the country to Egypt. They ain't giving you no passes like that. So he went into the place called the Sudan. Then they came over here to the Americas, where they was dealing with the stuff with the Aztecs and the Mayas. And he happened to go to California because his auntie, which my sister, called him to come on down.
You're right. And see what they do.
Yeah.
What they doing, big brother Don Muel, is they practicing Eurocentrism, and it has evolved into what we call uniformitarianism. You see what I'm saying? Which, if most people don't know, is the doctrine of uniformity of uninformationitarian principles. It's the assumption that the same natural laws and processes that operate in our present day of scientific observation has always been observated in the universe in the past, and that it applies to the universe, which it doesn't, because we know things change. So you're not able to equate that. You see what I'm saying? So, and this is what science used within our scientific format, and they peeled up these barriers where we can't challenge it. You see what I'm saying? Meaning they're hijacked.
Bullshit. The realm of science allows for it to be challenged. That is why you have peer review, so your peers can challenge the validity of it. That's why you have the scientific method, so you can scrutinize the validity of the information. How did you come to the conclusion? What tools did you use? These are methods. We have methodology for a reason. To sit here and say that there's a barrier and you can't challenge it is asinine coming from this fucking idiot. I am so sick of these dudes getting on a YouTube panel talking like they know what the hell they talking about, and they don't understand science. They don't. This is crazy. I want to bring something up real quick, just to keep it simple, something like, I do this shit so fucking much, I really don't need to bring nothing up. But since I love to talk, and I always love to talk using an actual source so that no one is confused, we do it like this. What is the scientific method? The scientific method is the process of experimentation that is used to explore observation and answer questions. Do all scientists follow the scientific method exactly? No. Some areas of science can be more easily tested than others. For example, scientists studying how stars change as they age or how dinosaurs digested their food cannot fast forward a star's life by a million years or run medical exams on feeding dinosaurs to test their hypothesis. When direct experimentation is not possible, scientists modify the scientific method. But even when modified, the goal and many steps remains the same: to discover cause and effect relationships by asking questions, carefully gathering and examining the evidence, and seeing if all the available information can be combined into a logical answer. New information or thinking might also cause a scientist to back up and repeat steps at any point during the process. Understanding the steps of the scientific method will help you focus your scientific question and work through your observation and data to answer the questions.
Science often starts when we observe something and it makes us wonder. One way to explore the questions we have is to use the scientific method. The scientific method creates a framework for logically and systematically experimenting in order to find answers.
Now, everybody has seen me post 1,000 times this method right here. Y'all all seen me do that. It's right here below. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not going to go nowhere. Through your natural observation of a phenomenon, your first thing to do is ask questions. If I am observing something in nature dealing with the reality of life, and I say, let me go outside real quick. And when I go outside, I observe, right? I observe a bird eating on something dead, whatever it is. Whatever it is dead. What's causing them to eat on that? I just asked the question. Okay, the bird could be hungry, right? Duh, bird might be hungry, right? Or is it more to it than just the bird being hungry? Maybe the bird is feeding on these things because it may need to feed its kids. Right? Potentially, right? So what would have to happen? I would then have to see from my observation what the bird eating off of whatever it is eating off of. Does it fly back to a nest? If I see the bird flying back to a nest, then I've had some questions answered per se. But then I got to break it down more. I have to do more research. I got to do background research. I got to see why birds eat certain things. What is the diet of a bird? I'm formulating my research questions. Once I've formulated my research questions, then I can do the background research to understand all of these things to answer them constructively. So now, once I get the questions answered, once I get my questions, I can formulate or I can construct a hypothesis. My guess is the reason why birds eat is because they're hungry or they may need to feed their babies. Because they don't eat no other time until they have an appetite for something. They don't eat. Then I might be like, does a bird eat 3 times a day, or does a bird eat, several times a day? That, you know what I'm saying? That's part of my research questions. So whatever I create these questions out of, when I form my hypothesis, it is to originally provide an educated guess according to my research questions. Then I test that shit by going outside and doing the experiment, watching the same bird. So I might catch the bird laying down in the same area again where it just fed before. So I saw that bird, then I turn around and let's say I had like a little something to tag the bird with that doesn't harm the bird, and I tag the bird, caught the bird slipping, tag the bird. So now I got a track on the bird. I can follow this bird wherever it goes, when it does whatever it does, and allow me to study that bird and collect more data from that bird. Then I can go, now that I got that bird, I can go find another bird of a different species and see if it behaves in the same manner as that bird. Do the same thing. This is allow me to formulate my experiments to answer my freaking research questions. If my procedure worked, I analyze all my data and draw my conclusions. If my results align with my hypothesis originally, guess what happens? I communicate my results, which means I provide my conclusion, ladies and gentlemen. Then everything I did in my experiment to come to my conclusion, I can pass that methodology off to other people to see if they come to the same conclusion. If they don't come to the same conclusion, they can refute what I did, right? Yeah. They can say, well, you got this wrong in this step. Yeah. Or they can add to the body of knowledge of the foregone conclusion, which means they strengthen the conclusion, making my assessment even more sound. I mean, my conclusion even more sound. That's the scientific process. But then they can go in and try to beat up everything. And if they try to beat up everything and they come to the same conclusion, then my conclusion stands without having anything added to it. So what is he talking about when he deals with science? He doesn't understand, because that is not how science works. There's no fence to surround science and ask you not to challenge it. There is. That's why you have a methodology. You scrutinize the method, the collection of data. You find the holes in the data that has been collected and presented. If you don't find the holes in the data that was collected and presented, you move on. Science's job is to provide us with answers. It requires you to know and to do. So while we sitting over here acting like we don't know and we don't know how to do, that's your own ignorance. Don't put that shit on us. Don't put that shit on us, AP. Because you don't know how to do something that has nothing to do with us. Nothing.
You see what I'm saying? By almost what we would now call a religious ideology, because there's assumptions that they're.
How the hell you get a religion out of testing shit in the natural world and coming up with answers to explain the phenomenon that is happening through real scientific observation? Dumbass. A religion is what the fuck you're creating. This new movement that's presupposed 2016, 2017, but a little bit earlier roots in 2014, 2015, but really don't strike a chord until 2017. No one was saying this shit before. No one was running around here trying to be this, that, and the third. Okay, yeah, you got some Moors up there, yeah, whatever. All of that shit's transpiring. You even got fucking autochthonous, primitive, handicap one. His profile is some shit in the Middle East, Sumerian type shit. But let me move on from that. So you sitting over here and y'all are creating all of this bullshit to say what? Oh, you can't challenge it. It's coming like a religion. No, bro. You're being religious. You're creating a whole cult, a cult of stupidity. And in creating that cult, you are trying to disenfranchise the correct information. It's sad. Let them continue.
Filling in the blanks with that they don't actually know that they want you to believe in.
This nigga said they ain't filling in the blanks of stuff they don't want you to know and believe. You see what I'm saying? Just listen to what he said. He made it sound so. Hey, I ain't gonna lie right there. You put a little sauce on that one, bro. You try to make it sound so believable when you said it.
Actually know that they want you to believe in. You see what I'm saying? So it's the belief that they want you to take key in, but I'm not going.
So Al Power, is it a belief that you are indigenous to the Americas? Is that not a belief? Or is it a fact? If it is a fact, where's the evidence? I'm gonna say it one more time. Is it a fact, or do you have a belief? You believe you've been here. You don't know if you've always been here. You're of the belief. If it is a fact, provide the evidence for the fact. You ain't got to debate me. You can ignore me. You ain't even got to talk to me. But when you do talk to somebody, provide the evidence that you claim are factual.
Go in too deep on this because they got a whole debate about this. I think it's going to be a good conversation.
You smooth with it. You smooth with it.
No, but you're right. You know, and that is something. And Drew Ali, the prophet, he made that clear. He made that clear about time that was, man was not. So there was, if any time like we get in a time will come with the end, no finite mind can comprehend things infinite. But he goes into subject matter of talking about when all these things have been formulated on the earth, then came you. When God breathed off his spirit, and then whatever you became.
But he just sit here and said that the scientific method, the scientific process, all this about science. He just said all this shit sound like a religion, and Damu came right behind here and said this shit.
Subject matter of talking about when all these things have been formulated on the earth, then came you. When God breathed off his spirit, and then
when God breathed off his spirit, then yada yada,
whatever you became a living soul.
When God did. Which one sounds religious? Which one? You just said the science sound religion, and Damu came behind you trying to support you and say, but God did. DJ Khaled. Man, y'all ain't catching this shit I'm putting down, bro.
You right.
I would take their science. I would take their science if they can.
They science. Now there's they science. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no such thing called a they science. There's no they science. Science is universal. Science deals with the natural world. Science job is to help you know and help you do, to answer questions, to learn about that things, and then be able to answer questions. For you to sit here and say they science shows that you're ignorant.
And it also shows who the Eurocentrist really is.
Boom.
That shit was funny though. What you said, God did.
Damu said God did, yo. He did. He said that God with the spear, yada yada yada. Like it's crazy shit, yo. Crazy. Listen to him.
Can tell me when the first man was created.
See, he already fucked up. He already fucked up. Look what he want evidence for, y'all. Listen to him.
Science, if they can tell me when the first man was created. Science, if they can tell me when the first man.
Subject matter of talking about when all these things have been formulated on the earth, then came you. When God breathed off his spirit, and then whatever you became a living soul. You right.
I would take their science. I would take their science if they can tell me when the first man was created and when the last man is going to be created.
Did y'all hear that? He will take their science if they can tell him when the first man was created and when the last man will be created. Do y'all not understand the complexity of this motherfucker's ignorance? Do you not? Do you not? You heard what he just said? He will take their science when they can tell him X, Y, and Z. You can't make this shit up.
They ain't gonna have no answer. No answer to that.
No answer.
Yes.
How did you get here? You don't have an answer for that. Your example, we just heard Damu example. God did. He created man off the spirit tip of some bullshit. And what he said, somewhere around there.
There's no answer to that.
But hold on, but what does that prove?
That'll let me know
it just proves that it's
our origin. And if you know the origin, then you, by mathematical components, you can definitely, indefinitely predict the future.
What? Dealing with math, bro, mathematical. Listen, bro, math ain't got shit to do with the evolutionary process of Homo sapiens sapiens, or the evolutionary process of human beings on this planet, or life on this planet. Mathematical, knowing math, bro, is about predicting things, right? As you said, predicting things. What are you predicting? You could predict the tilt of the axis. You can predict the weather. You can predict the distance and how long it'll take you to travel somewhere. You can predict the velocity of a ball if someone was to throw it, or how far it'll travel. or how fast the earth is spinning or moving around the fucking sun, or when time is going to go back, or when it's going to go forward, or when we're going to see the worst weather. Shit like that. What the fuck, bro?
That means you will be able to, if you can tell me where the first one started, you will be able to calculate when the last one is created just by simple mathematics.
That nigga stupid. So now we gonna add 2 + 2, and then we're gonna subtract and divide, carry the 1 to the nearest decimal, right? And then we're going to through algebraic equation answer how the first man came to, when the first man arrived and when the last man will be created. Through
Sean, you gotta know y equals mx plus b. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta know.
Divided by e.
Yeah, you can figure out how far the sun is from the earth.
Dude, these dudes is dumb as a box of rocks, bro. But look, man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I got my mama dinner at 5. It's 3:47 my time. I'm central all day. I'm gonna play a little bit of this and then I'm gonna rock out with the video. You got anything before I hit the play on this stupid shit?
No, I ain't got nothing, man. This has been Somewhere in Abelville, brought to you by Sean P, man. I'm just watching.
What is mitochondria Eve? What is that?
Explain it. Go ahead.
Mitochondria Eve. Oh.
What is mitochondria Eve?
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you get into your bag. I ain't gonna cut you off. Go ahead.
Don't our mitochondria goes back to a first woman? Genetically, they have our DNA that's traced to the first woman in Africa. We share mitochondria DNA.
So talking about like the Bible, talking about like Adam and Eve, like the Bible,
Adam and Eve. So
like the creation story, like a God created.
Let me get it out.
Hold on, I just want to make sure.
But he just said the science was religious, bro. Then he hit us with the Bible and the Adam and Eve shit.
on clear.
No, not like the biblical
Adam and Eve story, like God creating you, right?
That's just no, bro. Just don't knock my bill.
Now you're saying a creator. Now you're using creationism. Now you're using creationism and merging with evolution. Okay,
so he on both teams. He don't even understand what just happened, bro. This is what I'm saying. This is how stupid people talk, act, and think. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's stupid.
You see a blood and a crib.
This is why I need to. This is why I like a debate forum, so I could speak without being uninterrupted.
Nah, let them speak. My bad, y'all. My bad.
So this is what I'm. They not saying. It's just something that they're calling it. It has nothing to do with the Bible. They're just calling it that. So we're not gonna get sidetracked on that. So if they can trace our gene, and that same mitochondria comes from that eukaryotic cell that I was supposed to debate truth about today. So we're genetically similar to that first cell.
So what is it? A primary?
We gotta worry. Hold on, bro.
Is it a primary? Hold
on, bro. Let me finish what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, we don't gotta tell you when the first person was born. We know we share that same common ancestor. That shit matter the most. Because if we know that we get 23 chromosomes from our mother, we know we get 23.
What is the common ancestor?
This nigga's stupid, bro. See, now I can't play it no more because the dumb nigga then came back to the show. Listen, yo, I'm up out of this thing, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, tap in for more information. It's going up, and we gonna keep beating up on these dudes, straight up.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, don't you? I see what I'm saying. No.
I just think timing is everything. Like, nigga, this it. This one right here. That ain't easy. Just stay motivated. Stay inspired. I owe it to myself. Stay down on it. And it ain't been hard throughout the journey. It's been a journey.
Hello, my niggas. Hello, my niggas. Please keep it mellow, my nigga. Stop sipping yellow, my nigga. You itching and twitching and glitching, my nigga. Listen, my nigga. Snakes in your circle and them bitches hissing, my nigga. My nigga don't listen. One thing I hate by my nigga, so I just pray by my nigga. Nigga is hard. Niggas done gave up on God. Maybe God gave up on us. Maybe she angry we worshiping all these false idols, so devils just praying on us. This for the junkie, the fiend, and the loser. Praying to God in the back of a cruiser. I pray that prison can cure your addiction and devil's affliction don't hurt you no more.
Sutek tried to line it up, and he was like, I don't debate y'all. Y'all too disrespectful. Aboriginal Power won't even debate Sean because he's too disrespectful.
He is though. No, he really is though. I can't really like you, bro. You cool. Not a coincidence. I actually chop it up with but niggas that come off too heated and disrespectful, like I said, I'll debate you, bro. But we gotta get in the ring first. If you're gonna be disrespectful like that, at least disrespect me in the ring, bro.
Oh, God, bro.
Let's start now, bro. Can you disrespect me in a cage, bro? Like, I'd rather just do that. Then we go straight from the cage. I mean, put your ice on the way to the motherfucking computer, and we'll debate directly after that, nigga. Shit.
That's why I don't do these. Fucking with the nigga and shit. You feel me? Like, it's like, wait, bro, talk like that, man. We gotta get face to face with you to talk to you like that, my nigga.
Yeah, you good? Go ahead, I got my brother already. Peanut, what's the word, my brother? What's the challenge?
Yeah, I appreciate you, man, but lucky, let me say this, man. First of all, I'm an older brother. I'm young in spirit as I stay in shape. But I'm older. I deserve respect. Don't lie on me. You're not going to get nowhere lying because that's what's going to make you fall face first. Second of all, I'm well known in the Pan-African community. I'm not nobody new. You're younger than me. You don't know this. I didn't put in work and expose Rob Bourne, Sutek, any of them people over there. They know it deep down inside. And I'm gonna be long-winded. I'm a Moorish American. I already had back and forth with them dude. They erased videos. I'm not running from anybody. Don't ever say that stupid shit again. Third, and last but not least, I'm not losing no debate to no Pan-African, so don't ever say that shit again, famo. And that's it. Appreciate y'all, man.
You heard it. If Sean P want to debate, tell him to debate the champ over there, right?
Sutek want to so this like it's a pecking order. It's a pecking. So Sean want you, and Sutek want him. You say PMF ain't no.
No problem. There's no problem, man. Let's set up the Sutek debate, man. I don't like him anyway.
Okay, so I love that son, brother. I love that warrior mentality.
I love to tell Sutek, tell me. There ain't nothing. My champ always in the chat. I'll pop in. We'll set a topic. We'll set a date. We'll make it pay-per-view. We'll chop it up behind the scenes. I get their contact. We'll make it work. You heard it right here. He ain't ducking no favors, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. He put this over here on y'all channel, but then when we get in other
hey, alright, I will block your ass, nigga, because I'm well known for disrupting them chats over there, nigga. Stop fucking lying, nigga. You a goofy, nigga. I would never let a lame ass nigga around me in my face, clown.
You gonna block me and I don't be
It ain't no time I ain't ever been on the Pan-African channel and made my impact. Stop lying. I'm a real man, bro. Stop lying, fam. Don't do PNF like that.
PNF, he trying to trigger you, brother.
Word the fuck up.
But listen, he did that to me, talking about, oh, word on the street, I'm ducking from John P. I've never even had but one conversation with this little disrespectful motherfucker.
Oh, okay, yeah, he a little right. He like,
so he like,